The NFL season is finally here, and we get to kick it off against the Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs. No, actually, we're without Travis Kelce and Chris Jones, so it's not technically the same team that won the Super Bowl. The season hasn't even actually started yet, and you're already making excuses. No, not an excuse, just a perfectly reasonable explanation if you do happen to beat us. The most reasonable explanation would be that we're actually a pretty good team this year. You're the Detroit Lions. The last time you guys were any good, Abraham Lincoln was a season ticket holder. We're more than likely still going to beat you even without two-star players. It's a new season and a new Lions, and we get the first score of the 2023 NFL season with a Jared Goff touchdown pass to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Patrick Mahomes, the MVP, the Super Bowl MVP, throws a touchdown to Rashee Rice before Trent McDuffie forces a fumble for our defense and Brian Cook recovers. But you have to punt. You punt too before Blake Bell gets a touchdown catch to go up 14-7 at halftime. Look how great we're doing without Jones or Kelce. Not so great after Kadarius Toney tips a pass to Brian Branch, who returns it 50 yards for the pick six. Add the PAT to tie it up. We kick a pair of field goals to go ahead by 6. It might be touchdowns if our receivers could actually catch anything, but hey, it's still points. David Montgomery rushing touchdown to take the 1-point lead with only 7 minutes left in the game. Oh man, same old Lions, always making mistakes. How? We just took the lead. This is a rare instance where we didn't make a mistake. You're giving the ball to Patrick Mahomes when he's down and only has minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Do you realize what he's gonna do? He went 3 and out and had to punt. That's probably just a fluke, and our defense forces a turnover on down, so we get the ball back with 2.5 minutes left. But you go for it on a 4th down so long, Mahomes doesn't even have enough magic to convert. We get the ball back, kneel it out, upsetting the Super Bowl champions in the first game of the season. You got lucky. You just happened to play us on a night that we had no Jones, no Kelce, and no hands in our receiving core. It's pure luck. But you said that wouldn't matter, Chiefs. We're just the Detroit Lions, remember? You guys couldn't have at least done more with Jahmyr Gibbs? He's on my fantasy team. So glad that football is back and the league gave us a warm-up game week 1 against an easy opponent. Okay, slow down there, pal. We're not easy. You haven't even seen us with Baker Mayfield yet. Baker Mayfield? You want to intimidate us with Baker Mayfield? I've seen overflowing toilets that aren't nearly as shitty as him. He's not a top-tier elite quarterback like Kirk Cousins. Really? It's so interesting you say that, since he chokes, fumbles, and we recover it. But you have to punt, and it's fine. Even the all-time greats occasionally make mistakes. We sack Cousins, forcing another fumble that we recover, and we kick a field goal to take the lead. Congrats, you got lucky again, but it doesn't change the fact that Kirko is a dog and throws Jordan Addison his first career touchdown before we kick a field goal to go up 10-3. Baker throws to Mike Evans for a 28-yard touchdown to tie it at 10-10. Just a matter of time until we score again after Cousins throws to KJ Osborne, intercepted before halftime, and we start the second half with Trey Palmer catching Baker's second touchdown pass, and he hasn't thrown an interception today, so you might want to reassess which quarterback is elite and which one is shit. Kirk Cousins is the elite one, not the shit one. Anyway, he tosses a 4-yard touchdown to Alexander Madison to tie it at 17-17. Chase McLaughlin hits the 57-yard field goal. You get the ball back but have to punt because Kirk Cousins is not him. Victory formation, we get the week win 1, baby! Alright, fine. I'm shocked you guys beat us. I really didn't see that coming. But I'm more shocked that Baker Mayfield wasn't the one who had the worst performance today out of quarterbacks that were drafted number 1 overall by an NFL team in Ohio in the last 5 years. Whoa, why you gotta bring me into this? What the f*** did I do? Dolphins, this should be a good one. Probably game of the week. With these 2 high-powered offenses, hell yeah it is. We do both have those, but yours might be even better if you would have drafted the right quarterback in 2020. I'm pretty sure we actually did though. No, you didn't. I mean, don't get me wrong. Tua's good. He is very good. You just happen to have drafted him 1 pick above a much better quarterback. But hey, I'm glad we got him. I'm not complaining. I see what you're saying. I see it. But personally, I think you're full of shit because Tua is the better quarterback. He's really not, though. I mean, he fumbles on the opening drive, and Austin Eckler capitalizes with a touchdown. Raheem Mostert ties it with his own rushing touchdown before we kick a field goal and take the lead. We'll take the lead back after Justin Herbert throws a touchdown pass to Donald Parham. You can't hold on to that lead, though. Tua Tagovailoa to River Craycraft for the touchdown reception. We kick a field goal, tying it up, making it completely even going into halftime. Nope, not tied, not even. We use the last 9 seconds seconds of the half to kick a field goal and reclaim the lead because you are not on our level. You're right, we're not on your level. Herbert scores a touchdown on his feet before Tua is intercepted because our team and Herbie are far fucking superior. But you have to punt, and Tua and Tyreek Hill just need one play to create a 35-yard touchdown to put us back ahead by 3. Give us the lead back, Joshua Kelly rushing touchdown. Gotta settle for a field goal this drive, but we're only down by 1 point. 4 points, actually, after we kick another field goal, hanging on to the lead with only 4 minutes left. Guess again, bitch. Tua to Tyreek for another touchdown. You fail your PAT, you're only ahead by 2. All we need is a field goal to win. A field goal might be what you need, but it ain't what you're gonna get. You can't move the ball, you turn it over on downs. We win the game, we win the 2020 draft. Herbert ain't got shit on Big Tua. Whatever. At least I can say that our quarterback has actually played in a playoff game. At least we can say our quarterback didn't blow a 27-point lead in a playoff game. You take that back. First Sunday night football game of the season on our home field against a division rival. This should be a pretty good game. No, we're gonna beat the fucking shit out of you. Whoa, okay, take it easy. That's a bit vulgar, and besides, I'm sure it's gonna be a pretty close game. We block your field goal attempt on the opening drive, return it for a touchdown, force you to punt, and kick a field goal. I mean, I wouldn't say we had a great start, but Daniel Jones throws a pick 6, we force another punt, and kick another field goal. All right, pal, you got your point across. Could you stop for just a... We make another interception, Tony Pollard scores a touchdown, and you miss a field goal. Halftime, okay. We just need to take a second to regroup, and I'm sure we're going to be much better in the second half. Oh, no. This ass whooping has 2 parts. We get another Pollard rushing touchdown, force a turnover on downs, and Kevontae Turpin scores a TD. Damn, now we're getting whooped by a return specialist? We force another fumble and a turnover on downs. We turn it over on downs, and this game is over. Ha! We forced a turnover on downs. We did something! That was against Cooper Rush and Deuce Vaughn. You really didn't do shit. Well, that was absolutely awful, and I hope that we never experience that ever again. We play you again November 12th. Today marks the start of a new era. No longer will the New York Jets be labeled as bums, chokers, or a trash-ass football team, for we have a new leader. 4-time MVP quarterback Aaron Rodgers, who will lead us to the promised land. Because with Rodgers, our future is so bright, we got to wear shades. He's on the ground with an ankle injury after 4 plays. Oh, shit. Seriously? Yep. Pretty sure he tore his Achilles. Definitely tore his Achilles. Well, our bright future was fun while it lasted. All 13 seconds of it. Don't say 13 seconds. Well, Rodgers is out. That leaves the team to Zach Wilson. Oh, man, you guys are more f***ed than his mom's friend. Anyway, we kick a field goal. We'll just have to rely on our defense today since Jordan Whitehead intercepts Josh Allen's pass. Yikes. I sure hope that does not happen again. And we kick a field goal tying it 3-3. Now, forget that tied stuff. Allen finds his favorite target, Stephon Diggs, for a touchdown. Zach Wilson is intercepted because of course he is. And we kick another field goal before halftime. We start the second half with a field goal before Jordan Whitehead does it again with another interception. Are you kidding me? The same defender again? Luckily for our sake, I think it would be statistically impossible for that to happen anymore. So you punt, then we punt, then you punt. Now we have the ball again. Jordan Whitehead intercepts Josh Allen for the 3rd time tonight. Twice was a coincidence, but 3 times is ridiculous. Why is Josh Allen making rookie mistakes when he's been in the NFL for half a decade? The Wilson to Wilson connection. Garrett tips the ball back to himself for the touchdown to tie it up. Don't count on being tied up for long. We've got the ball back and a chip on our shoulder. Josh Allen fumbles on the first play. We recover, kick a field goal to take the lead with less than 2 minutes left. Time to straighten this game out. We march down the field, kick a field goal, sending this game into overtime. Josh Allen is 0-4 in overtime. Is this really what you want to do? Oh, please. We're not worried. I mean, sure, your defense forces a 3-and-out on our first possession, but there is no way that Zach Wilson is leading a game-winning drive in overtime. He won't have to. You punt, and our rookie return man, Xavier Gibson, has got a dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge 65 yards into the end zone for the game-winning punt return touchdown. Go ahead and celebrate a Week 1 game like you just won the Super Bowl. That doesn't change the fact that you're more than likely stuck with Zach Wilson for the entire year. I understand why you feel the need to hate on our quarterback since we won the game despite Josh Allen completing more passes to our players than Aaron Rodgers did. Holy shit, you're right. Thursday night football, home game in Philly. I'm sorry, Vikings, there's no options for you. We need a bounce back win. We need the bounce back win more than you guys. You actually won your game last week. We went from playing in the Super Bowl to struggling against the Patriots. Anytime that happens since Tom Brady left is an embarrassment. We lost to Baker Mayfield. Anytime that happens since he left, college is an embarrassment. I hear you. I understand what you're saying. But there's no fucking way we lose to Kirk Cousins in primetime. We won't let it happen. We kick a field goal, your defense does force a punt, but it's basically useless after your punt returner fumbles and we recover. Not so fast because Jalen Hurts is intercepted. One play later, Alexander Mattison is stripped. We recover it and kick a field goal. But you missed the field goal. Kirk Cousins throws to TJ Hawkinson for the touchdown and the lead. We push Hurts across the goal line for the TD and take back the lead. Not for long. Justin Jefferson makes a 30-yard catch. Now he's down at the 1. Nope, it's ruled a fumble and a touchback. Oh, what a load of horse. Another field goal before halftime. We start the second half, forcing Cousins to fumble, take that, and turn it into another Jalen Hurts touchdown. All right, we get... Nope, you can't score, so you can't speak. Devontae Smith with a big 63-yard touchdown reception. It's your time to be silent now, Bird Boy. Hold up, Bird Boy. Kirk throws a 62-yard bomb to Jordan Addison for a touchdown before KJ Osborne gets a touchdown reception. We're only down by 6. Don't be thinking this is going to be some dramatic comeback, buddy. DeAndre Swift scores his first touchdown as an Eagle to build our lead back up. You can build it up, but we're gonna break it down. Hawkinson gets another touchdown reception. Our defense steps up and forces a punt, giving us a shot to run one more play with the hopes of winning it all. It's another Minneapolis miracle. You're in Philadelphia, dumbass. It's the Minnesota visiting Philadelphia miracle. Just does not have the same ring to it. Yeah, the Hail Mary is incomplete. We win the game. We're 2-0. But is it just me, or do we not seem like we're the same this year? Oh, I agree. You're clearly a great team and one of the best teams in the NFL, but you also might lose to Tampa Bay next week. I don't like that you said that, and I really don't like that you might be right. Hey, Seahawks. Looks like we're about to have a rematch to a pretty exciting game from last season. Yep, it was a banger last time, and if I remember correctly, we actually won that game. Yeah, you did, but that was before the dynasty started. I'm sorry, what dynasty? Our dynasty. We beat the Chiefs week 1. That's basically the equivalent of going undefeated and winning the Super Bowl. No, I really don't think that's even remotely the same thing. Of course you'd say that, because you haven't done it and you don't have a championship belt. So be fully prepared to be yet another victim to the Lions, the kings of the jungle. Cute nickname you gave yourself, but you are completely delusional. We get the first score of the game with a Kenneth Walker rushing touchdown. Jared Goff to Josh Reynolds for a 22-yard touchdown, tied at 7-7. We punt before you turn over on downs, so we got the ball back and we'll kick a field goal. You missed the field goal, but we're successful with a flea flicker 36-yard touchdown to Khalif Raymond. We'll cut that lead down to 4 after we kick a field goal. You miss again. We get to run one play before halftime with Goff airing it out big to Amon-Ra St. Brown. But he fumbles and we recover. No big deal, the half is over. We get the ball to start the second, and we will begin our drive with a handoff to David Montgomery. Fumble again, we recover, giving us prime field position for another Walker touchdown run. Montgomery redeems himself, scoring a rushing touchdown and reclaiming the lead. We kick a field goal, you turn it over on downs, so Geno Smith throws a touchdown pass to Tyler Lockett. Goff throws to Jahmyr Gibbs, but it's intercepted and returned 40 yards for a touchdown. Another Goff to Reynolds TD. We force a punt, then kick a field goal as the clock hits 0. You can't count out the champs. We're going into overtime. Dude, you're not the champions of anything. It was week 1. But it's not week 1 anymore. This is just another opportunity for us to cement our legacy as one of the most dominant dynasties in the history of the National Football League. Geno to Lockett for the game-winning touchdown in overtime. Your dynasty lasted 1 whole week. Oh, man. This was great while it lasted, and we will never, ever forget it. But here, you are the champions now. Okay, hey, no thanks, man. This championship doesn't really mean anything, so we don't exactly want it. The champ is here! Oh, see, I knew you'd love it. No, wait a minute. Hold up. Don't tell nobody. This week is a must-win for us. We got embarrassed by the Cowboys last Sunday. Well, it's a good thing you're playing us today. We suck. That you do, my friend. And speaking of that, I was hoping that maybe we could come to some sort of an agreement. You want us to let you win the game. I didn't say that. But is that something that you're interested in doing? We're tanking for the #1 overall pick. We're interested in losing to anyone and everyone. That is great news to hear. We get the ball to start the game and end our first drive with a missed field goal. That's perfect. I love it. Hey, will you give us just 1 second? I forgot something. I'll be right back. James Conner rushing touchdown. Joshua Dobbs scores on a 23-yard scramble, and we kick a 27-yard field goal. Whoa, wait a minute. What are you doing? Daniel Jones is intercepted. We kick another field goal. We are up 20-0 at halftime. What the hell is going on here? I thought we had an agreement. Dude, I lied. I just wanted you to let your guard down. We both know I was telling the truth when I said we suck. We got to do whatever we can to get a win this year. We trusted you, and you betrayed that trust. Am I supposed to pretend like I give a shit? Well, I guess we'll just have to take this game back ourselves. They don't call Jones Vanilla Vic for nothing. He rushes 14 yards for the touchdown. Marquise Brown gets a touchdown catch, and Dobbs runs in the 2-point conversion. Face it, you got outsmarted. Just give up while you have the chance. Saquon Barkley rushing touchdown, followed by touchdown passes to Barkley and the tying score to Isaiah Hodgins, because he's not just Vanilla Vic, he's Danny f***ing Dimes. Bring out Graham Gano to kick the field goal that wins this game 31-28. How? We were up 21 points with 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Man, we must suck more than I thought we did. No, Cardinals, that's where you're wrong. You may think you know how to use the fact that your team sucks to your advantage, but the truth is nobody knows how to suck quite like the New York Giants. You know, maybe I need to come up with a better team motto. Yeah, I think you better. Holy shit! Yes! No way! This cannot be happening! To completely appreciate this moment and the catastrophe that follows, we gotta go back to the beginning. Today is a great day for football, isn't it, Broncos? Yes, it is, Commanders. A great day for you to lose. Easy how you talk to us, buddy. We're undefeated this season, and you're not. It's only week 2, jackass, and you beat the Cardinals. Is that really what you want to brag about? Well, since we have a win and you don't, yeah, that's what we're going to brag about. Just give us 4 quarters and we'll have a win. You start the game with a missed field goal, and our rookie running back Jaleel McLaughlin scores his first NFL touchdown. But on our next possession, we successfully kick a field goal. Kick your little field goals. We're going for touchdowns. Russell Wilson throws to Marvin Mims for a big 60-yard tutty and a 16-yard score to Brandon Johnson. Touchdowns sound like a great idea. We sack Wilson, forcing a fumble. Sam Howell throws one to Logan Thomas. And Kareem Jackson for hitting him like that. Brian Robinson runs in the 2-point conversion. We kick a field goal before Howell connects with Terry McLaurin for a 30-yard touchdown, tying up the score, and our defense intercepts Wilson. Not so fast, partner. You miss a field goal, we make a field goal, reclaiming the lead. What was that you said earlier? Kick your little field goals. We're going for touchdowns because Brian Robinson gets rushing scores back to back, putting us up by 11. We kick another field goal. Again with the field goals. I bet you guys would love to have the talent and ability to score a touchdown, but you don't have it. I mean, how else are you supposed to score the 8 points to tie up this game without scoring a touchdown? The answer is you can't and you won't. This game is basically over. 50-yard Hail Mary deflected and bobbled by a few sets of hands before it's caught in the end zone by Brandon Johnson. Holy shit! Yes! No way! This cannot be happening. Oh, it's happening, and now all we need is a 2-point conversion to tie up the score and send it into overtime. But you don't get it! Your 2-point conversion attempt to Cortland Sutton fails! No, we were right there! You've got to be kidding me! No, we're not kidding, but you sure are a joke. We win the game! After a massive 50-yard catch, we can't complete a pass for 2 yards. If that ain't the most Denver Broncos shit I've ever heard. Hey 49ers. Hey! Giants, what's the matter with you guys? Just a little nervous. You guys have a physical defense, a strong offense. Kind of reminds us of our game against the Cowboys? Sorry. Yeah, the Cowboys. Add in the fact that we're missing our star running back, our starting left tackle. This encounter really can't be anything but terrifying. At least you got 11 days off after this game. Plenty of time for therapy. Anyway, we put up the first points of this game with a field goal. We kick a field goal too. It's tied up 3-3. Won't be tied up for too long. Brock Purdy throws a touchdown pass to Ronnie Bell before Christian McCaffrey also scores a rushing touchdown. We kick a field goal to end the half, come out in the second half with a Matt Breida rushing touchdown. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we didn't figure this out sooner. Figure out what? This isn't like the game against the Cowboys, this is more like last week. We get down by a few scores in the first half, make an exciting comeback in the second half to win the game. That must be our new thing. We are the comeback giants about to get an upset victory on Thursday Night Football against the San Francisco 49ers. No, you fail your 2-point conversion. We kick 2 field goals. Purdy hits Deebo Samuel for a 27-yard tutty. Our defense keeps you from doing much of anything, and we even get a turnover after a pass bounces off of Fred Warner's chest and lands right into Talanoa Hufunga's hand. Stop! No, you're messing it up. We're supposed to make a comeback. That's our thing now. That's all in your head. You're supposed to lose. Your main purpose of being here tonight is to provide us with an ass to kick. We win the game and advance to 3-0. So is this our new pattern? Get spanked by a really good team, then get a comeback win the next week over a team that isn't as good as the last one? I mean, it's possible. Your next game is against the Seahawks. Yeah, okay. That actually makes sense. I could see us getting a comeback win against them. And the week after that, you play the Dolphins. Holy shit, that one's going to be bad. Dolphins, Broncos. You know what has to happen today, right? Does it have to, though? I mean, you guys are missing Waddle. Yes, it has to happen. It must be done. Okay, yeah, but I don't really think that. Broncos. It must be done. Fine, just try to make it as painless as possible, okay? We'll try. Tua Tagovailoa to Tyreek Hill for a 56-yard touchdown, followed by a Devon A-Chain rushing touchdown. Russell Wilson to Cortland Sutton touchdown. Tua to A-Chain receiving touchdown. We kick a field goal and you turn it over on downs. We're actually doing pretty good. Raheem Mostert 20-yard touchdown. We recover a fumble and add another Mostert touchdown. We kick another field goal. Another Mostert touchdown, another fumble recovery. Tua touchdown, 2 Mostert. Wilson is intercepted. Tua touchdown to A-Chain, followed by a Mike White 68-yard touchdown to Robbie Chosen. Holy shit, now we're getting clowned by White Mike and Robbie Chosen? That is so embarrassing. It's just now getting embarrassing? Marvin Mims with a 99-yard kickoff return touchdown. Think we can still make a comeback? Absolutely not. A-Chain runs a 67-yard touchdown for the final score and a 70-20 win. Pretty painless, right, Broncos? What a time to be the Dallas Cowboys, undefeated with the most dominant defense in the league, on our way to being the first team to ever go 17-0 and win the Super Bowl. I mean, I'm not so sure you're gonna. And now we're basically getting an extra bye week, because there's no possible way we're losing to your sorry asses. All right, we get it, Dallas. You're a better team than us. Oh no, it's not just that. We're clearly better than every other team in the league. But you guys are the shittiest, worst team in the league, so I love this matchup. You know, Cowboys, typically everyone just puts up with your cocky, arrogant, pompous behavior. Ooh, pompous. That's a fancy word. But I think it's long past due that someone finally puts you in your place, and I guess we're just going to have to be the ones to do it. So we score the first points of the game with a field goal. You go on a long speech about how you're going to put us in our place, and the best you can do is a field goal? Come on, man. James Conner rushing touchdown, and he'll run in the 2-point conversion. But you fail, which I'm sure is a feeling that you're used to, but not us. While we would prefer to be scoring 6 points in the end zone, we will settle for a successful field goal. Rondale Moore takes a handoff and books it 45 yards for a touchdown, and we'll try a 2-point to Marquise Brown. You fail again, so stop doing that. You got to show off a little bit. Good for you. We're still the best damn team in football, and Dak Prescott throws to Rico Dowdle for a 15-yard touchdown, ready to start erasing your lead. Gonna have to get a bigger eraser. We kick 2 more field goals to extend our lead to 11. Ooh, look at me. I'm the Arizona Cardinals. I kick field goal. Pfft. Anyway, we kick a field goal, force you to punt, and get the ball back. But you turn over on downs, and if you're planning on going undefeated this season, you better start making a comeback pretty quick. Shut up. We will be making a comeback because we get more points on the board with another field goal. Another field goal? Why not a touchdown? Is it because Dak isn't as good as Joshua Dobbs, who throws one to Hollywood Brown? Oh, we believe in Dak. He drives us down to the red zone and throws to Kaiser White. Interception in the end zone. Oh, we do not believe in Dak. The ball is ours to kneel in victory formation as the fourth quarter ends. It's fine. We'll just come back in the next quarter. We just finished the fourth quarter. I know. It's all right. We just need another quarter to fix it. Do you know how quarters work? Well, there's got to be more quarters to play in this game because there's no way in hell we just lost to the Arizona Cardinals. You know, Cowboys, I really think it just came down to a money issue. What do you mean a money issue? We're the most valuable franchise in the NFL. And yet your mouth still writes checks that your ass can't cash. Hey there, Chargers. Hey, Vikings. You ever notice how we're basically the exact same team? Whoa! You see it too? Yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious. We both have a habit of being really good, but always find a way to choke. And this year we're both 0-2. That's why it's so important this week that we win. No, actually, I was going to say that it's important that we win. No, NFC version of us. We need to win this game, and we're going to. We punt on the opening drive, but we do recover TJ Hawkinson's fumble and get on the board with a Justin Herbert to Donald Parham touchdown. We're not the NFC version of you. You're the AFC version of us. And Kirk Cousins throws a touchdown to Josh Oliver to tie it up. Our defense recovers a fumble, allowing us to kick a field goal and take the lead. Another touchdown by Herbie and Parham to take the lead, and we'll score the first point for the second half with a field goal. Actually, you missed that field goal. That's all right. We'll do some trickery with Keenan Allen showing off his throwing ability with a 49-yard touchdown pass to Mike Williams. He might actually be the best passer in the NFL with the last name Allen. You're damn right he is. What the f***? Cousins to KJ Osborne for the 36-yard TD and the 52-yard Justin Jefferson touchdown, ahead by 3. Herbert looks and throws to the end zone. Intercept. No. Off the defender's hands into Josh Palmer's for the 30-yard touchdown reception, and you turn it over on down. You go for it on 4th and 1 at your own 30 and don't get it, so you turn over on down. Holy shit, we are the same team. No, we're not, because we're actually about to win this game. We get the first down inside the 10 before Cousins throws to Hawkinson. Popped up and intercepted by Kenneth Murray in the end zone. The drought is over. We finally won a game. Damn it. I was hoping we could get our first win of the season, but if we can't get ours, I'm really happy for you guys that you could get yours, Chargers. No, you're not. Yeah, you're right. We're not. You know us so well. After years of misery in our division as a result of Green Bay's dominance and dickhead behavior, they have now fallen and must bow down to the new kings of the NFC North. Bro, what the f*** are you talking about? Just bow down to me, dude. I'm the new king of our division. I hate to burst your bubble, but no, you are not. We both have the same record, so we're both at the top of our division. We both won't for long, peasant. We will once and for all claim our throne atop this division once we achieve victory this eve. Woo! Go Lions! All hail our royal leader. Oh, come on. You two are cheering on this clown? You guys do realize we are all 4 in the same division. We may not particularly like the Lions, but we will always cheer for them over you. We fucking hate you. This is absolutely ridiculous. The only thing that is ridiculous is the severity of the ass whipping we shall bestow upon you. No, Burger King, it's not. You get the ball first, but we intercept Jared Goff and kick a field goal. Goff throws a 24-yard touchdown to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Sir David Montgomery runs in a touchdown. I'm going to quit the accent. It's getting a bit annoying. We kick a field goal. We intercept Jordan Love. Add another David Montgomery rushing touchdown and kick another field goal. Now bow down to your king, bitch. No, we're not bowing down to Lord Puffington, Duke of Dumbassery. We still run the NFC North. Love throws to Christian Watson for a touchdown and to Jaden Reed for the 2-point conversion before we get the ball back and J-Lo runs it in for a touchdown and runs in the 2-point conversion. He's short of the 2-point conversion and we kick a field goal. That's fine. We're only down by a couple scores. Scratch that. Penalty on Quay Walker during the field goal. Excessive leaping or something. It allows us to add another David Montgomery rushing touchdown. Damn, that's more than a couple scores, but I still think we can do it. Love is intercepted again. No. Oh, we kick a field goal. That's something. Can we still make a comeback? This late in the game? Please. This contest has commenced. A winner has been crowned. And now, Green Bay, you know what you have to do. We bow to the Lions, the new kings of the NFC North. Oh, no. That can't be good. Yeah, this might be a problem. Man, it's such a bummer that Aaron Rodgers is out for the year. We were really looking forward to this game. Yeah, it sucks that A-Rod is out, but that doesn't mean we still can't have a good competitive game. That's exactly what that means. You guys suck without Rodgers. Zach Wilson couldn't be a good quarterback if you paid him $1 million, which you guys do, and he still sucks. Why do you have to tell the truth like that? Like, we kick a field goal, Isaiah Pacheco runs a 48-yard touchdown, Patrick Mahomes throws to Noah Gray for a 34-yard TD before we get the ball back again. Jawan Taylor face mask Bryce Huff in the end zone. That's a safety, so you have to punt the ball back to us and we kick a field goal. So we're just going to ignore the fact that he face masked him before the end zone, so the refs just handed you 5 points. You know what? It's fine. It's not like those points are going to matter anyway. Mahomes is intercepted by Ashton Davis and Zach Wilson throws a touchdown pass to CJ Uzama. We make a field goal and you miss a field goal. Mahomes is intercepted again, this time by C.J. Mosley. We start the second half with a Wilson touchdown pass to Allen Lazard, and Zach scores the two-point conversion to tie it up. What has gotten into him? I've always been under the impression that Zach Wilson sucks. He said that he saw a beautiful woman sitting in the VIP suite that he's trying to impress. Seriously? Doesn't he know that Taylor Swift is Travis Kelce's girl? Oh, trust me, we know. The news won't shut the hell up about it. But he doesn't want Kelce's girl. He wants Kelce's mom. Don't you dare disrespect Mama Kelce, motherfucker. I mean, he is a motherfucker. That's it. That is just the motivation we need to go back to whooping your ass. But our receivers still can't get open, so we kick a field goal. I wonder where Zach is going to take Mama Kelce on their first date. Maybe the movies or a candlelight dinner. Wilson fumbles, recovered by Tershawn Wharton. Mahomes works his magic on his legs, converting a 3rd and 23. Uncalled holding. Throws to MVS on a 3rd and 20. Intercepted for the 3rd time tonight. Pat is getting the Josh Allen treatment. Dude, leave me out of this. Nope, no interception. Defensive holding on Sauce Gardner. Bullshit. Are you kidding me? Are you f***ing kidding me? This is the same type of referee bailout that won you the Super Bowl. And that's a penalty for unsportsmanlike conduct, giving us a fresh set of downs for victory formation. No, f*** you. The refs in the league have to make sure the NFL's golden boy doesn't take a loss in front of his sidekick's pop star girlfriend. Oh, yeah, like the refs didn't botch the timing and placement of a face mask call that completely halted our momentum and served you 5 points on a silver platter. That was a perfectly fine call. The only bogus penalties are the ones that don't benefit us. Or a pretty logical explanation, refs just suck in general, and sometimes that's very costly regardless of who the team is. Nah, Brady Jr. and Taylor Swift's boy toy just can't win a game without referee assistance. Oh, you son of a bitch! Oh man, I really feel bad for you today, Titans. And why would that be, Bengals? Because we are back. We had a rough first 2 weeks, and I mean, it was pretty damn rough. But we snapped out of it last week, got a win over the LA Rams, revenge for Super Bowl 56. The Bengals are back, baby! Yeah, are you sure about that? Yeah, absolutely. Right, but like, are you really sure? Yes, 100% positive. Are you really sure? Yes, we are completely sure that we are back and we are going to win this game. I mean, you guys really aren't even that good in the first place. Now, if you'll excuse us, we score the first points of the game, kicking a field goal. We kick a field goal. Ryan Tannehill throws a touchdown pass to Nick Westbrook-Akine. Derrick Henry runs in a 29-yard TD, and a direct snap to Henry results in another touchdown with an end zone throw to Josh Wiley. That's enough, because the first half is over. Holy shit, that was only the first half? Oh yeah, it's a doozy. Well, that's fine, because the Bengals are back, so that means that this is just the opportunity to make an awesome comeback and look like total badasses. Yeah, not quite. We start the second half with a field goal and recover the ball after forcing Joe Burrow to fumble. But Tannehill is intercepted by Daxton Hill, and now we've got all the momentum. You turn over on down. We've lost all the momentum. You also lost the game, buddy. We win 27-3. Titans, I hate to say this, but I'm just being completely honest. I'm starting to think that we might not be back. Bengals, I'll be honest with you too. No shit, you're not back. Man. We fucking suck. Oh, yeah, you do, my friend. We came so close last week to winning a football game for the first time since last October, and we blew a 21-point lead. Yeah, you did, and I gotta be honest, that got us pretty excited for this game. All right, quit. I know we suck, but you don't have to gloat about it. It's kinda hard not to. It's not all the time we're given the easiest win we're gonna get all year in a primetime spot. Dude, I said stop. With your losing streak, I heard the NFL was investigating Justin Fields for throwing games, but they knew he was innocent because he can't throw anything. I mean it. Cut it out. Hey, Bears, your bye week is week 13. You gonna find a way to lose that one too? That's it. I don't care if we suck. I don't care if we're the worst team of all time. We will find a way to kick your ass. That would be a pretty intimidating statement if you were a team that we saw as even the slightest bit of a legitimate threat. Justin Fields to DJ Moore, 20-yard touchdown because he can fucking throw. We kick a field goal followed by another Fields to Moore touchdown because he can fucking throw. Yeah, we got it. We kick a field goal. We kick a field goal, intercept Sam Howell. Fields throws to Cole Kmet for another touchdown to go up at halftime, 27-3. Oh no, it's happening again, isn't it? Yeah, it is. We start the second half with a Howell touchdown pass to Logan Thomas and a 2-point conversion before we get the ball back. But you fumble and we recover it. Won't matter since you punt and Curtis Samuel gets a touchdown reception and Howell tries for another 2-point conversion. But you fail. That's all right though, because you are the Bears. You guys suck. You cannot stop us from making a comeback and winning this game, so step aside while we kick a field goal. You missed the field goal. Fields throws a short pass to Moore that DJ remixes into a 56-yard touchdown. You turn it over on downs, and we kick another field goal.
Oh my God.
And for the first time in 347 long, brutal, excruciatingly painful days, the Chicago Bears have won a fucking football game. No way. This is not supposed to happen. You guys are terrible. We pushed the Eagles to overtime last week. We can't lose to the worst team in the league. But by the looks of that score, I would say that you guys just lost to us, didn't you? I mean, yeah, technically. Then shut the fuck up! Hello, governor. What a beautiful morning to play football in London, isn't it? Aloha. You don't know anything about England, do you? Yeah, I do, stupid. It's where the Patriots play. We know everything about London because it's basically our second home, and we don't lose at our second home. Well, get ready to treat it like your regular home where you lose often because we didn't fly all this damn way for anything short of a win. Well, we're the blokes who are getting the bloody win. We scored the first points of the game with a Trevor Lawrence to Zay Jones touchdown and a Travis Etienne 2-point conversion before we kick a field goal. Josh Allen throws to Stephon Diggs for a 15-yard touchdown. We force a fumble on Lawrence to end the first half, then make that Rapunzel-looking bitch fumble again. But we intercept Allen and Etienne scores a rushing touchdown, baby. Yeah! Austin Powers?
Yeah.
That's a pretty good British reference. Anyway, Allen to Gabe Davis for a 19-yard TD, and he tries for a 2-point. You fail that attempt, but Etienne succeeds in running 35 yards back into the end zone. Allen scores a rushing touchdown. We force a punt and get the ball back, down by 5 with 30 seconds left in the game, giving us a shot to win it with a deep pass to Diggs. Fumble, we recover and win this football match. Tea and crumpets for all in celebration. Should you even be celebrating a win when most of our defense was injured? Scoreboard. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that. Scoreboard. I've seen it, but I'm just saying, score motherfucking board. That's not very cheeky, isn't it? What would the Queen say about that? 49ers.
Cowboys.
2 dangerous defenses. 2 high-powered offenses. 2 of the best teams in the league. This should be a great game. A great competitive game. A very competitive game. The most competitive competition to ever be competed in. We start out this great competitive game with a Brock Purdy to George Kittle 19-yard touchdown, and Fred Warner recovers a fumble by Tony Pollard. But we'll get the ball right back after taking a fumble from Christian McCaffrey. Ooh, competitive. I know. But you do have to punt, and Purdy hits Kittle again for a 38-yard score. We'll answer that with a touchdown of our own. Dak Prescott, 26 yards to Kevontae Turpin. You're still playing catch-up, though, especially after a rushing touchdown by CMC. And we'll catch back up after we kick a field goal. Purdy to Kittle for the hat trick, 3rd touchdown of the day. That is pretty nice, but now Prescott is intercepted. Purdy throws another touchdown pass, this time to Kyle Juszczyk. Caught us off guard there, because I was convinced it was our turn, but that's fine, because now we're gonna... Prescott intercepted again off a deflection, and Jordan Mason goes 26 yards untouched into the end zone. Hey, pal, just wanted to remind you of our conversation from earlier, because this isn't looking very fucking competitive. Yeah, dude, I know. We just picked off Dak for the 3rd time tonight. We're bringing our A game. Why aren't you matching us? Now, hold on just a minute, because you turn it over on down, so now we get a shot to make a comeback. Oh, who am I kidding? There's 2 minutes left. Yeah, who are you kidding? This game is over. Honestly, kind of bullshit, though, because I was under the impression we were both going to make sure it was a back and forth competition. If you were under the impression we were going to help you keep up with us, that's your own damn fault. Well, now I'm just pissed. Who do we play next week? We need a win. You play the Los Angeles Chargers. Oh, hell yeah. They'll definitely find a way to choke that shit. That's in the bag. We may be on a 15-game losing streak against you, Chiefs, but I think it's about time we break that streak. You honestly think you're breaking your 8-year losing streak to us tonight? Hell no, but still, I think it's about damn time that we do. Until Patrick Mahomes retires, I wouldn't count on it. Oh yeah, I forgot. The refs just hand you every game since he became your starting quarterback. We're the 3rd most penalized team in the league since he's been the starter. Well, they're certainly happy to make game-winning calls for you this year. It's not our fault that teams put themselves in the position that one questionable call decides the game. That sounds an awful lot like a confession to me. I'm calling the FBI. You do that. We'll be busy winning because we score the first points of the game with a field goal and get the ball back after Nick Bolton intercepts Russell Wilson. But you won't have the ball for long. Mahomes is intercepted by Justin Simmons. But you can't do anything with it because our defense is too good. Mahomes throws to Kadarius Toney for a touchdown and we get the ball back again. And Mahomes is intercepted again. No, pass interference against you. The ball is still ours. smart.
I mean, you try to say the refs aren't helping you, but this shit just keeps on happening.
What do you think the refs should do when your defensive backs interfere with the pass?
The same thing they do to you guys. Nothing.
You're just a crybaby. We kick a field goal to end the first half, kick a field goal to start the second half. You know, this doesn't look like the same defense that got 70 points scored on them by the Dolphins.
And your offense doesn't look like the same unit that dropped 41 on the Bears.
That's fair.
Now, if you'll excuse us, we have a losing streak to end.
The only thing ending is your offensive possession after Wilson is intercepted again.
But you can't score, and we're finally able to with a Cortland Sutton touchdown reception.
Wow, you mean it wasn't Jerry Jeudy? That must mean Steve Smith is right about him.
Hey, don't talk crap on Jerry Jeudy. Until we trade him next week, and then I don't care what you say about him. However, I won't let you talk bad on Javonte Williams, who runs in the two-point conversion, cutting your lead down to a score.
It'll be a little more than a score after we kick a field goal inside the 2-minute warning, pushing it out of reach.
Push it out of reach all you want. We're still going to chase it. We want to break that streak.
Samaje Perine fumbles, Willie Gay recovers, we win, and the only streaks you need to worry about are the ones in your underpants knowing you're going to play us again in 2 weeks.
Oh, we're looking forward to it. We're not going to let you beat us more than 16 games in a row. No way, not gonna happen.
You didn't deny that you have streaks in your underwear.
Oh, come on, grow up.
Don't be telling us to grow up. We're not the ones who still shit in our pants.
Oh, Jets, we've been looking forward to this all week. Well, we haven't. We're missing 2 starting corners, already been without our starting quarterback since week 1. Now we're playing the defending NFC champions. This is terrible. Everything you just said is exactly why we're so excited. We're basically already 6-0. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. We actually have to play the game first, so let's get this over with, and I'm sure you'll be 6-0 in no time. Oh, we will. We get on the scoreboard first with a Jalen Hurts rushing touchdown. We join you on the scoreboard with a field goal. Now we get the ball back, but Hurts is intercepted by Quinnen Williams. Whoa, that's kind of surprising. Jalen doesn't throw very many of those. Yeah, our 300-pound defensive tackle doesn't catch very many of them either. What a freakish anomaly. Regardless, it really doesn't matter. You turn it over on downs, and Hurts throws a touchdown pass to DeAndre Swift. We kick another field goal, make a fumble recovery, and kick another field goal, then come out in the second half and kick another field goal. All right. You're getting a little too close there, okay? I think our offense needs to put some plays together and add to our lead. Before they can do that, Hurts is intercepted by Bryce Hall. 2? That is not like him. That is weird, but I really don't think he'll do it again, and luckily our defense makes a stop, forcing you to punt, and we will add to our lead with a field goal. You missed the field goal. Damn, okay, starting to make me sweat a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, but I do think my nerves will calm down once you punt again and we get the ball back. Hurts is intercepted for the 3rd time today, this time by Tony Adams. Son of a bitch, what the actual fuck? Breece Hall runs into the end zone, Zach Wilson hits Randall Cobb for the 2-point conversion to take the lead. Okay, I see what's going on here. This is a teaching moment. It's moments like this that make great teams even greater. Our back is against the wall. We have a minute and a half to put together a game-winning drive, and I'm sorry, Jets, that you have to be the victim in our history-making moment, but history must be made, and we must be the ones to make it.
You turn it over on downs and we win the game.
I beg your pardon?
Your undefeated streak is over at the hands of the Jets, Jets.
No. This is not how this is supposed to happen. This is not how we played it. This is not supposed to happen.
No, it's not. But you know what else isn't supposed to happen? Jalen Hurts having 3 completions to our players.
I'm just so disappointed. We've got our first loss now. We can't let the Niners be the only undefeated team in the league.
I think you should check scores from today. You will be pleasantly surprised.
I'm sure you felt the temperature rise as soon as I walked in the room because we are on a hot streak and we're ready to win our 4th game in a row.
The only way the temperature rises here is if we touch the thermostat because this is our house and we have home field advantage.
Does home field advantage even count if you're not that good?
Excuse me, we are a good team.
I don't know. Your team just reminds me of meat.
Meat? Why would we remind you of meat? As in mediocre, because you're a middle-of-the-pack team and you're not elite like us, who score the first point of the game with a Travis Etienne touchdown. We'll answer that with our own points from a field goal. You missed the field goal, so now we've got the ball back, which you won't have for long after we recover Christian Kirk's fumble. We have to punt, but we sling one of your players into your returner, muffing the punt, and we recover it. Is that shit even legal? Don't know, don't care. All that matters is we make our field goal this time. Etienne just can't be stopped. Run running into the end zone again, and we force a turnover on down. Doesn't matter because we still kick a field goal. And we kick a field goal to end the first half. We kick a field goal to start the second half before we force a punt and get the ball back. Derek Carr is intercepted by Foye Oluwakin, who returns it 24 yards for the pick six. Our favorite player at every position, Taysom Hill, runs in for the TD. We force a turnover on downs and follow it with Carr to Michael Thomas for a clutch touchdown grab. Add the Alvin Kamara 2-point conversion to tie it up. We went ahead and rested our foot because I was sure we were done kicking your ass. But I guess we'll have to put that foot back on the gas pedal with a Lawrence pass to Christian Kirk for a 44-yard score. Well, I'll be damned if we let ourselves lose in our house. We drive down to the red zone, first and goal. Carr passes to Thomas. Incomplete. Second down throws to Hill. Incomplete. Third down pass to a wide open Foster Moreau. Hit him right in his hands. Still incomplete. Oh, he was more open than a windowless Waffle House. Okay, well, we still got one more shot, and we'll try one last pass to Chris Olave. Incomplete. Turnover on downs, and we secure our fourth win in a row. So much for home field advantage. I can't believe we let ourselves lose in our house. It's no big deal, Saints, but I guess that does mean that it's our house now. No, that is not what that means. Don't worry, we're still gonna let you stay here. Just make sure you have your rent paid by the first of the month. No, we won't be doing that. Then your team won't remind me of meat, you'll remind me of Eve. Eve? What do you mean Eve? As in evicted.
Coming off a huge upset win against the best team in the NFC, and this week we actually have Deshaun Watson. Oh, I bet you're shaking in your boots, Colts. You know, a broken clock is right twice a day. I think you guys just got lucky against the Niners. Got lucky. You think we got lucky. Well, I guess we just have to show you how unlucky you are to have to face us after we score the game's first points with a Jerome Ford 69-yard rushing touchdown. Gardner Minshew to Josh Downs for a 59-yard TD, and we intercept Watson. But you have to punt. Won't matter because Minshew Mania is still running wild even after it runs 17 yards into the end zone. Minshew Mania comes to an end on your next possession when we sack him, force a fumble, and Kareem Hunt scores a touchdown. I see PJ Walker came in for Watson. This has now become a backup QB battle. Oh, great. I'm sure that's exactly what the people wanted to see. Well, I hope the people want to see us kick a field goal. They don't. So it's a good thing that we block it and kick our own field goal. The Mania is back. Gardner scrambles for another touchdown. And once again, it comes to an end when Myles Garrett sacks him, forcing a fumble in the end zone. Tony Fields recovers for the score, and we add to our lead with a field goal before Minshew is intercepted, and we kick another field goal. Jonathan Taylor rushing touchdown. We force a turnover on downs, kick a field goal, and intercept Walker. But we still kick a field goal to reclaim the lead. Hold on to that thought because Gardner connects with Michael Pittman for a 75-yard tutty to take the lead back. We each punt, but now we've got the ball back and we're driving down the field. We force Walker to fumble. It's recovered by DeForest Buckner. No, defensive holding, still our ball. Oh, bullshit. We get down to the goal line, go through first, second, and third down, but on fourth down, Kareem Hunt crosses the goal line to give us the lead with only 15 seconds left in the game. While you fail your 2-point conversion, we've still got a few seconds left to try and score. Minshew fumbles, we recover and win the game. I told you you'd fall to our dominance. Dominance? You guys won by a point. Wow, that sounds like an excuse to me. No, it sounds like a mathematical fact, dumbass. The 5-1 Dolphins versus the 5-1 Eagles, a potential Super Bowl matchup taking place in Week 7. This is a potential Super Bowl matchup. We are two very good teams. That we are, my friend, but I mean, come on. I think we both know who's gonna win. I knew it. I knew you would be friendly for a minute before you started trying to talk shit. I'm not talking shit. We respect you a lot, Eagles, but your defense can't stop our offense. Have you seen our defense? There isn't much they can't stop. Couldn't stop the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. I'm hearing a lot of chatter about Super Bowls from a team who hasn't played in one since 1985. But if you're so dead set on playing us in the big game, we'll give you a preview of the ass kicking you'll receive. We score first with a field goal, force a punt, and get the ball back. We force Jalen Hurts to fumble, recover it, and kick a field goal to tie it up. Hurts finds Dallas Goedert for a 19-yard score, and our next possession ends in the most unstoppable play in sports, the brotherly shove across the goal line. Tua Tagovailoa hits Tyreek Hill for the 27-yard TD, and we get the ball to start the second half. But you have to punt, and you punt too. But you turn over on downs. We do, but it only takes one play for Hurts to be intercepted by Jerome Bettis Baker, who returns it 22 yards for the pick six to tie up the score. Jalen won't be throwing any more passes to your players, but he will be throwing one to A.J. Brown for a 14-yard touchdown. Expect that score to be tied up again. Tua throws to Raheem Mostert. Intercepted by big play Darius Slay. We pile in our lead with a Kenneth Gainwell rushing touchdown. All right, we get the ball back now, and we still have a few minutes left to tie this thing up. You really don't, though. You use all your timeouts before you ultimately turn over on downs, giving us the win. You know, I'm starting to notice a pattern. When we play crappy teams, we score a lot of points and we win. But when we play good teams, we don't score a lot of points and we lose. What's up with that? I think I know exactly what it is. Really? What is it? You're a soon-to-be first-round exit, you overhyped frauds. Now, if you'll excuse us, we're about to shout "Go Birds" till our vocal cords explode. Go! After that disappointing and embarrassing upset against the Browns last week, I'm so glad we're playing you this week, Vikings.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
Well, I mean, we need a win to bounce back, and you're the Vikings. The disrespect is unreal. We're at least as good, if not better, than the Cleveland Browns. Your defense isn't anywhere near as good, and without Justin Jefferson, your offense really doesn't scare us either. Ooh, you should be scared because it's Kirktober, baby. Kirk Cousins don't lose in the month of October. You lost to the Chiefs 2 weeks ago. That was an anomaly. Kirk is unstoppable in October. Tarvarius Ward intercepts Kirk on the third play of the game. Fuck, I forgot this game was primetime. We love primetime Kirk. Well, I hope you also love losing possession because Dean Lowry recovers Christian McCaffrey's fumble, and Cousins throws to Jordan Addison for a 20-yard touchdown. We'll join you on the scoreboard after we kick a field goal. You missed it! Holy shit, he's still missing those? He absolutely does, and we actually make our field goal because Greg Joseph is the man. CMC makes up for his fumble with a touchdown run. Kirk to Addison for a ripping catch on a 60-yarder to the crib. But you miss your PAT. No big deal. G-Reg redeems himself in the second half with a field goal. We're getting closer to erasing your lead after Brock Purdy hits McCaffrey for a 35-yard TD. But we're still up, and we kick another field goal. We also kick a field goal. And he actually made it this time? Yes, he did. And our defense forces a punt, so we've got the ball back, ready to score and take the lead. Intercepted by Cameron Bynum, and we'll add to our lead with a field goal. You missed the field goal. It's our ball again. A minute left. We are better than you, and you know it, Vikings. So we both know that we are going to drive down the field and score and win this game. Intercepted by Bynum again to seal off the victory. Holy shit, I can't believe we actually beat you guys. Yeah, I can't believe it either. What the f***? I guess you better start respecting the legend of Kirktober. Oh, we believe in it now, and he will be in our nightmares for quite a while. Man, we really need a win today. Yeah, so do we. No, you don't understand. We lost a very close game to a division rival last week. I do understand because the same thing happened to us. Okay, sure, but we've already lost 3 games this season, and we really don't want to lose another. Dude. Us too. Would you stop copying us? We're not copying you. We just both happen to be in the exact same situation. Not the exact same situation because our situation involves a win tonight, which is why we take the first lead of the game, kicking a field goal. Okay, now I do kind of feel like we're copying you because we also plan to win tonight and we also kick a field goal. But you miss it, you bum-ass fools. Who's the bum-ass fools when we force a turnover on down? Doesn't matter because you have to punt and Josh Allen runs into the end zone for the T-Dizzle. We kick a field goal before Allen is intercepted because it wouldn't be a Josh Allen game if he didn't throw an interception, and Baker Mayfield ties it up with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. Allen passes to Dalton Kincaid for a 22-yard touchdown before halftime and starts the second half with a TD pass to Gabe Davis because it wouldn't be a Josh Allen game without a shit ton of touchdowns. We'll get back on the board and chop at your lead. Eventually, but right now we just keep punting because our defense is shutting you down. Our defense is shutting you down too, jackass. You're not scoring, but we finally do with a Baker touchdown pass to Mike Evans and a K. Dotton 2-point conversion. We're only down by a score. But you won't have much time to catch up because we hold on to the ball until we punt it with 20 seconds left in the game. 20 seconds is all we need. We move the ball to the 45. Baker drops back and throws the Hail Mary. Incompleto, amigo. We win the game. That would have easily been a game-time touchdown if any of our receivers were paying a lick of attention to the damn ball. Maybe they didn't want to pay attention because they don't like playing for the Bucs. And speaking of which, we're not trading you Mike Evans. Oh, come on. Why not? We don't want to trade him in the first place. And if we did, it wouldn't be to you because you're kind of a dick. No fair. You're holding him hostage. You guys don't need him anyway. If we were going to trade him, it would be to a team who needs a receiver, like Kansas City. Are you just saying that because Drew is a Chiefs fan and he wishfully wrote this into the script? Psh, no. Broncos, we don't feel so good.
What a surprise. The excuses are already starting.
No, it's not an excuse. Patrick Mahomes has had the flu for the last few days. I think he got the rest of the team sick too.
Sure. What's next? You're going to tell us it's too cold out here?
I mean, it is 29 degrees, but since we had the flu, we're actually sweating profusely.
Enough with the excuses, Chiefs. We have vowed to snap our 16-game losing streak against you and finally beat you for the first time in 8 years.
Broncos, I hate to break it to you, but even with the flu, in below freezing weather, I'm pretty sure we can still kick your ass.
Oh, really? Because we make you punt to us on the opening drive, and Russell Wilson throws to Javonte Williams for the touchdown.
We kick a field goal and force you to punt, so we get the ball back.
We force Marquez Valdez-Scantling to fumble, recover it, and Jerry Jeudy follows it up with a clutch catch in the end zone.
When in doubt, you gotta go with what works. Mahomes throws to Travis Kelce.
Intercepted by Jaquan McMillan. We've got your number today, Chiefs.
Relax, it was one play, and our defense still forces a turnover on downs, and we kick another field goal before we make you punt again.
Baron Browning forces Mahomes to fumble, recovered by Jonathan Cooper.
George Karlaftis forces Wilson to fumble, recovered by Willie Gay, and we kick a field goal to end the first half.
I can feel it. Today is the day. This is the game that will finally break the streak. We are up, and we will start the second half, adding to our lead with a field goal.
Justin Reed blocks the field goal. You already know the second half comeback is coming, Broncos. It's what we do. Excuse me. So just get ready to choke and lose, because that's what you do.
No, Chiefs. We've got you against the ropes, and we'll throw another haymaker with a Wilson touchdown pass to Cortland Sutton.
Doesn't matter. The comeback is about to begin with a fourth down pass to Sky Moore.
Turnover on downs.
Would you please stop yelling? My head is pounding.
There's only a few minutes left in the fourth quarter, Chiefs. This game is over, and you know it.
It ain't over till it's over, and then that's when it's over. Holy shit. We force you to punt, and then we're going to try to drive down the field again.
Intercepted by Justin Simmons. We burn the clock and move to the goal line, kicking one last field goal, beating the Kansas City Chiefs for the first time in 2,964 days.
I think we're going to throw up.
The game's over, Chiefs. You don't have to fake sick anymore.
We're not faking, but it's not that. We're getting sick at the fact that we just lost to the 2-5 Denver Broncos.
Actually, it's the 3-5 Denver Broncos now.
You know, Titans, this is kind of an interesting matchup. Why is that, Steelers? When the two best teams play, you know how they call it the Super Bowl?
Right.
And when two terrible teams play, they call it the Toilet Bowl. We're familiar with the concept, but we are two mid teams set to face off. So what do we call this one? The Midder Bowl?
Did you say Ritter Bowl?
No, Falcons, I said the Midder Bowl. For teams that are mid.
Oh.
You know, I think that actually might still apply to us. No, this is just between us and the Titans. I don't even know if we're mid anymore. We might be elite following Will Levis's 4-touchdown game last week. That's about the same amount of touchdowns as Kenny Pickett has had all season. Levis puts mayonnaise in his coffee and eats his bananas with the peels on. He will never be elite. That dude's a fucking freak show. Now sit back and watch as the best running back in this game, wearing the number 22, Najee Harris. We both know that's not true. Scores a rushing touchdown. We kick a field goal, get the ball back again, and Derrick Henry, who is the real best 22, also runs in a TD to take the lead. We kick a field goal to tie it up. We follow that with another field goal to go back up before halftime, and we get the ball to start the second half. But you have to punt, and we kick another field goal, tying it up again. Won't be tied up for too long. We kick another field goal to reclaim the lead. Enough of the field goals. Time to kick it up a notch. We score another touchdown off a Pickett pass to Deontay Johnson. Whoa, another touchdown? This is the Midder Bowl. Who do you think you are, a playoff team? You know what, it's fine. We'll just have to score a touchdown next and take that lead back. But you turn over on downs, and prayers up for Treylon Burks. We force you to punt, so we get the ball back again, and Levis is ready to prove that he is elite. Intercepted by Quan Alexander. Honestly makes sense. Mayonnaise Man is still a rookie. He shouldn't be elite yet. Another victory. We are now 5-3, but we still need to fire Matt Canada. You just won a game, and the first thing on your mind is still wanting to fire your offensive coordinator? Titans, we could win the Super Bowl, and our first thought would still be firing that bum. Luckily for him, I don't think that's a scenario you're going to find yourself in. But I guess we are the Midder Bowl champs. What's the Thursday night game next week? The Carolina Panthers versus the Chicago Bears. Wow, that might be the most toilet bowl game I have ever heard of. Guten Tag, Dolphins. Hey, Chiefs. I guess let's address the elephant in the room. You lost last week and couldn't score a touchdown on the team that we scored 70 points on. And now you have to play us.
Well, at least you're humble about it.
And you don't even get home field advantage because we're playing in Germany.
I know Tyreek Hill has to be so glad he's playing with us now.
Really, because he would have won another Super Bowl ring last season if he would have stayed in KC.
He'll just have to win one with us this season, because once we get the win today, I'm sure that will lock us into getting the 1 seed come playoff time.
If you get a win today, Dolphins, and that's a big if. We get the ball first and Patrick Mahomes throws a touchdown pass to Justin Watson. Nope, it was reviewed and called incomplete. Doesn't matter, we use the next play for a Mahomes complete pass to Rashee Rice for the TD before we both punt a few times.
Damn. The defense is tough today.
It absolutely is, but we still find a way to score again with a Mahomes pass to Jerick McKinnon.
It's only a matter of time until we score a touchdown. Probably going to be Tua and Tyreek.
It's interesting you say that because Tua does pass to Tyreek, and it does result in a touchdown. After McDuffie forces Cheetah to fumble, recovered by Mike Edwards, lateral to Brian Cook, who returns it 59 yards into the end zone.
Holy shit!
Yep, 21 unanswered points going into halftime. We'll come out with all the answers in the second half. Tunga Vailoa throws to Cedric Wilson for the 31-yard touchdown. You've got the ball till Bradley Chubb sacks Mahomes, forcing a fumble. We recover, and Raheem Mostert runs 13 yards into the end zone, and we force you to punt. But we also force you to punt. And we force you to punt again, get inside the 2-minute warning, and can't move the chains in the first 3 downs, so we go for it on 4. Tua loses the snap, runs back to cover it, turning it over on downs and giving us the win. And after the embarrassment of the loss to the Broncos last week, damn, that feels good. Whatever, this was only game 1. We'll see you in the AFC Championship.
If y'all can even make it that far. You tend to fold when you play teams that are actually good.
All right, just shut up. Just because it's true doesn't mean you have to say it.
Houston Texans, there is no better opponent to play when you're on a 3-game losing streak and you really need a win.
I'm not even going to ask what that's supposed to mean because I know what it means. You think we suck.
Oh, big time, buddy. I think your franchise is only good at one thing, and that is losing games.
I know it's been like that in the past, but things are starting to change. CJ Stroud is one bad mother.
He can't be that good because he plays for you guys, and as we've established, you stink. And you start the game with a Dalton Schultz fumble, which we recover and follow up with a field goal.
We'll jump ahead after Stroud finds Nico Collins for a 14-yard touchdown. Baker Mayfield throws a touchdown pass to Cade Otton, followed by a scoring run by Rachaad White. We kick a field goal. Oh, you kick a field goal? Yeah, so do we. It's time to be honest with yourselves, Texans. You have no business winning this game, and you're not going to. After deliberation amongst the team, our official statement to you is shut the f*** up. Stroud slings it to Noah Brown for a 75-yard TD, and we'll try for a 2-point conversion. That 2-point attempt is intercepted, and we add to our lead with a field goal. Stroud throws touchdown number 3 to number 3, Tank Dell, and we'll try for another 2-point conversion. You fail your 2-point again.
Bet it sucks being without your kicker now, doesn't it?
Bet it sucks letting a rookie quarterback throw to Schultz for his 4th touchdown of the day, and he runs in a successful 2-point conversion. Mayfield throws to Mike Evans for a 54-yard touchdown. Nope, official review puts him down at the 1. Then White will just have to run in another touchdown, tying it at 30-30. Dare Ogunbowale kicks a 29-yard field goal to take the lead.
Wait. Isn't that your 4th-string running back?
4th-string running back, 2nd-string kicker, yeah.
Well, we don't need our running backs to kick field goals to win this game.
We'll just add another Baker to Otton touchdown to take the lead with 46 seconds left. Got a cute response to that one, Texans. Stroud to Schultz, 1st down and a timeout. Back to Schultz again, 6 yards and another timeout. Stroud to Brown for a 1st down and we clock it. Stroud to Tank for 26 yards, out of bounds, stops the clock. And one more time, Stroud to Dell, 15 yards for touchdown number 5. 5? Yep. 5. And as much as we love Ogunbowale, we'll take the pressure off of him and kneel the 2-point attempt and have him kick to you with only 6 seconds left in the game.
We've only got time for one more play. Texans, you ready?
Yeah, we're ready. We know this play ain't going anywhere. Mayfield to Trey Palmer, lateral to Robert Hainsey, lateral to Otton, lateral back to Hainsey. It hits the ground, we recover, and win this fucking game.
You know, as much as it sucks to lose 4 games in a row, it is pretty cool to be a part of a history-making moment by CJ Stroud.
Nah, don't be trying to act all noble now that y'all lost. You were talking a ridiculous amount of shit.
Yeah, you got a point. That's pretty fair.
The 1-7 Panthers versus the 2-7 Bears, truly 2 of the worst teams in the league, playing against each other in the Toilet Bowl LVIII.
Is it fine for us to say that we're not happy to be here?
Completely understandable response to have, but we do have to play this game, and we are playing it for that gloriously disgusting trophy.
The Super Bowl trophy is named after legendary coach Vince Lombardi. What coach is this trophy named after?
Josh McDaniels.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense.
It's perfect, right?
So since this is the Toilet Bowl, do
we win by winning or by losing? The Toilet Bowl champion is the team that sucks the most, so it's clearly our trophy to lose/win. No. We're the team that's going to lose. Our offense is led by an undrafted nobody, while your quarterback is a Heisman Trophy winning #1 overall draft pick. And that #1 overall pick is playing like he went undrafted. Our team is honestly terrible. Well, we are terribler. We are going to lose this game and win that damn plunger trophy. We get the ball first and we punt. We punt too, so go ahead and score. No, how about you score after we punt and Amir Smith-Marset returns it for a 79-yard touchdown? Well, you're going to start catching back up because you kick a field goal. We're not catching back up. You kick a field goal, you are back ahead by 7. We're not going to be ahead for too long. You kick back-to-back field goals, so you're only down by 1 until Dante Foreman scores a rushing touchdown, putting you up by 6. Don't be thinking you can just let us win this game. You kick a field goal, cutting our lead down to 3, and you can tie it after you kick another field goal. We miss it. You win the game, but we win the toilet bowl. You know what? I'm not actually mad about this. You're not mad you lost out on winning the only trophy you have a shot at this season? Yeah, but since you traded us your first-round pick, we get to add another win to our record while still drafting #1 overall. It's kind of a win-win. Well, for us, it's a lose-win, and because we lost, the McDaniels trophy is all ours. Oh my God, I think this is used. Oh, Browns, I just feel sorry for you guys. Not only have you already gotten your ass smoked by us once this season, but now you've got to play us again while we're on a hot streak and we're smoking everybody. It sounds like you've been doing a little too much smoking because you're overlooking the fact that we've been pretty good this year. It's easy to overlook you when you're not on our level. I mean, sure, you've won some games here and there, but we've been the best team in the AFC for the last month. It sounds to me like it's time for your hot streak to run cold. So why don't you just chill and prepare for your loss because we get the ball first. Deshaun Watson is intercepted on the second play of the game by Kyle Hamilton, who returns it 18 yards for the pick 6. We force you to punt and get the ball back, and Keaton Mitchell runs in a 39-yard touchdown. Okay, we kick a field goal. So do we, but our field goal is better because Justin Tucker is the one kicking it. A field goal is a field goal. Regardless of who kicks it, it's still worth 3 points, which we do add to our total after we kick another one. Browns, you stupid son of a bitch. It does matter because Tucker is the greatest kicker of all time, which is why he is about to boot a 55-yarder with ease. We blocked it and kick another one of our own, cutting your lead down to 8. Field goal here, field goal there. All you can do is kick field goals because your offense isn't anywhere near as good as ours. Deshaun Watson wishes he could do the things that Lamar Jackson does. Lamar is intercepted on the second play of your possession. Deshaun has literally already done that today. Okay, well, we force a turnover on downs, and we start the second half with a Lamar to Odell Beckham Jr. 40-yard touchdown to go up 24-9. Kareem Hunt runs in a TD, and Watson gets the 2-point conversion before we force you to punt. But you muff the punt, we recover, and add to our lead with a Gus Edwards tutty. Every time you get a little bit of momentum, you find a way to lose it and give it to us, which has to be the most Cleveland Brown shit of all time. Watson throws a touchdown pass to Elijah Moore, which means we get the ball back again. Only you won't have it for long. Greg Newsome intercepts Jackson and scores in the 34-yard pick 6. But you miss your PAT, exactly like I said. You have the momentum and you find a way to choke it away. That is why the Cleveland Browns will be trash always and forever. We force you to punt and kick the game-winning field goal, and I believe it was George Washington who once said, "Suck on that, motherfucker." Damn it, our division is so annoying this year. We're literally all gonna beat each other at least once, aren't we? Well, not all of us. Hey, wait a minute, are you guys talking about us? I mean, they're sure as hell not talking about us. This season has really not gone how we expected, but this week is a must win. Because if we can't beat the Denver Broncos, then this season is a lost cause. Sam, that's a little cold, don't you think? Need I remind you that we beat the Super Bowl champion Chiefs a couple weeks ago? We don't need reminded. We made fun of the Chiefs endlessly on all platforms of social media, but that was more of a diss at the Chiefs than props to you. We still think you suck. Interesting, because we're on a 2-game win streak and you're not, which is exactly why we must and will win this game tonight, and luckily we get the ball first. James Cook fumbles on the first play of the game, recovered by Jaquan McMillan, and we kick a field goal. Okay, in the words of the Chiefs' best player, we're going to shake it off. Fresh start now, no more mistakes. Josh Allen is intercepted. No, the linebacker's feet were out of bounds. That is not an interception. Actually, I was talking about the pass to Gabe Davis that was tipped to Justin Simmons. Oh. Yeah, that one is an interception. Luckily for you, we don't capitalize on it. We each punt a couple of times until we go forward on 4th down, and Russell Wilson throws to Cortland Sutton for the tiptoe dragging catch of the year in the end zone. Check the tape, it's a tutty. But you miss your PAT, and we follow that up with a Allen touchdown pass to Dalton Kincaid and a 2-point conversion to Gabe Davis. We're only down by 1. Actually, down by 4 after we kick another field goal. That's fine. We get the ball back again, and we've already worked out our kinks from earlier, so let's go out and get that lead. Josh Allen is intercepted again. Oh my God, we should have never let him be on the cover of Madden. We kick another field goal going into halftime. We'll turn things around in the second half. It's your ball first, and we force a punt. But you turn over on down. Sutton fumbles the ball. We come up with it, and Latavius Murray runs in a touchdown to tie it at 15-15 before we force you to punt. I feel it now. Our mojo is flowing. We've got the momentum. Allen and Cook fumble the handoff. We recover. I'm just jinxing us at this point. Whatever it is you're doing, we certainly like the results. Russ flips the ball to Javonte Williams for the lead reclaiming touchdown. But your holder can't get the ball upright, so you don't get any points after the score, which is our window to add a Josh Allen scrambling score and a successful Tyler Bass PAT to take the 1-point lead with way too much time left in the game. Way too much time. We start driving and get a pass interference call that puts us at the 17, burning up all the timeouts and clock left in the game, kneeling it on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down, and hustle out the field goal unit to kick the game winner. Right, that shit went right. You missed it, and we win. Oh my gosh, what a screw up by you, Broncos. If only that was the biggest screw up. You have 12 men on the field, Bills. That means we get scooted up 5 yards and get another shot at it, which we hit to win the game. Yeah, I think I'd be pretty speechless after that one too. We don't have all night to wait for you to get your sentence out, so we're gonna go ahead and go home. Damn you, Madden cover curse! Bengals, we've already beat you once this season, so get ready to hold the dustpan because you're about to get swept. I don't know. You're looking a little weak, Ravens. You guys took a loss to the Browns on Sunday. This might be the start of a losing streak. There's no way we're going to lose to 2 teams in our division that are located in Ohio and both wear orange helmets in the same week. Damn. The Browns and I are pretty similar. Neither one of you trash-ass teams have ever won a Super Bowl either. Well, we're about to share another similarity with the Browns, whooping your ass this week. Not gonna happen, buddy. We get the ball to start the game, and Mark Andrews is down with an ankle injury. Oh no, really? Don't oh no, really me. That thug Logan Wilson did this on purpose. He did not. He absolutely did, and you're about to feel our wrath for it. Gus Edwards scores a rushing touchdown. We kick a field goal, both of us punt a couple of times before we decide to kick another field goal. You miss it, you dirty playing scum. We're not dirty. And besides, the miss doesn't matter because Joe Burrow throws a touchdown pass to Joe Mixon, and Burrow hurt his throwing wrist. He's out for the rest of the game. Oh no, isn't it unfortunate to lose one of your star players? All right, asshole. It was an accident. And besides, us losing Burrow is going to be way more detrimental than you losing Andrews. Andrews is the best pass catcher on the team. That's a huge loss. We're just lucky that Lamar Jackson is so great, he can throw to Nelson Aguilar for a 37-yard touchdown and Rashad Bateman for a 10-yard touchdown. See, you're doing just fine without Andrews. I think you may have hurt Burrow's wrist on purpose, you dirty dirtbag. How did we injure his wrist? I don't even think we touched him. And wasn't he wearing a brace on it all week? No. Yeah, he was. I remember seeing it on Twitter, but I don't remember seeing that listed on the injury report. La 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 la, we're not listening. La 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 la, we kick a field goal. La 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 la. We kick a field goal followed by another field goal, followed by another Edwards touchdown. Hey, Jake Browning does a touchdown pass to Jamar Chase. It's nice to know that he can score a touchdown. I just wish I learned that fact a little earlier in the game. Yeah, we ran out the clock and win it, but it's good that your backup can score now. That might come in handy if he needs to fill in for Burrow's injury that you've known about all week. No, we have not, if any. Official league investigators are curious. We knew nothing about it. Yeah, whatever. I hope the league finds you for it. And I also hope that Logan Wilson's phone charger only works if you hold it at a certain angle, but that angle is incredibly hard to achieve, and just when he thinks he has the cord set perfectly, his phone stops charging. Damn, that's too far. All right, Bears, let's go ahead and get this over with. We're ready to start preparing for our annual Thanksgiving game. It's pretty much like our Super Bowl every year. But now we're contenders for the actual Super Bowl, so it's kind of weird. No. Don't be so quick to overlook us. We could upset you today and send all of your little Super Bowl contender dreams into a tailspin. Ah, Bears. You know, I've always liked you. You have? No, not at all. But I thought I would be kind enough to let you guys know that there is no possible way that you're going to beat us. How the hell was that you being kind? I just didn't want you to get your hopes up. I feel like that's being pretty thoughtful. We're the Chicago Bears, damn it. We are nothing if not unrealistically optimistic, and that won't be changing today. Dante Devontae Foreman gets us on the board first with a rushing touchdown, and our defense steps up early with Tyreek Stevenson intercepting Jared Goff. Despite that slight hiccup, we force you to punt, and Goff is intercepted again, this time by TJ Edwards. We recover Tyler Scott's fumble, and Jahmyr Gibbs scores a rushing touchdown to tie it up. We kick a field goal to jump back ahead, and Goff throws a touchdown pass to Amon-Ra St. Brown, taking our rightful place in the lead. We score the first points of the second half with a field goal. Craig Reynolds fumbles the kickoff return, recovered by Stevenson. What a big day for him so far, and Justin Fields throws to DJ Moore for a 39-yard touchdown. You got the lead back, good on you, but it really should belong to us, so we're gonna have to take it. Goff throws pick number 3 to Tremaine Edmonds. We kick back-to-back field goals to go ahead by 12 with 4 minutes left, and with the way you've been playing today, you're gonna need a miracle to try and win this. We don't need a miracle, we just need to be playing the Chicago Bears. Goff throws to Jameson Williams for a 32-yard touchdown. We force a punt, and David Montgomery runs into the end zone, followed by a Sam Laporta 2-point conversion, taking the 3-point lead with 29 seconds left in the game. All right, maybe you don't need a miracle, but we're getting the ball back now, and all we have to do is move into field goal range and kick one to send us into overtime. Aiden Hutchinson smacks the ball out of Fields' hands and chases it down, while your rookie tackle kicks it in the back of the end zone for a safety. Typically, I don't even get that mad when we lose anymore. I've gotten pretty used to it at this point, but damn it, we really shouldn't have lost that one. Yeah, no kidding. Goff was just giving it away today. I mean, we probably should not have won this game. You really screwed the pooch on this one. Hey, Lions, we are perfectly aware of the situation, so would you mind kindly f***ing off, please? Yeah, sure, no problem. The Kansas City Chiefs versus the Philadelphia Eagles. The Super Bowl 57 rematch. The Kelsey Bowl rematch. But this time is going to be different. We're not going to let some bad calls by the referees get in the way of the Wright brother getting the win. Cry about the refs all you want, Eagles, but it doesn't take our ring away. And besides, Jason has never beaten Travis. So if a win over us is what you really want, I guess you just drafted the wrong Kelsey brother. We are perfectly happy with the Kelsey we got. Well, you shouldn't be, because as great as Jason is, he still falls one ring short of Travis's legacy. Now, if you'll excuse us, Patrick Mahomes scores the first touchdown of the game with a leaping pass to Justin Watson. DeAndre Swift scores a rushing touchdown, and we force you to punt. Jalen Hurts is intercepted by L'Jarius Sneed. Bring the offense back out. Mahomes is intercepted by Kevin Byard. Send their asses back to the bench. Only momentarily, you punt, and Pat throws to the superior Kelsey brother for the El Travador touchdown. He is not the superior Kelsey brother. Oh, really? Well, how many touchdowns does Jason have? That's not fair. He plays center. Sounds an awful lot like 0 to me. We kick a field goal to end the first half and start the second half forcing you to punt. We force you to punt. We force you to punt again. We force you to punt again, and Hurts runs across the goal line for the TD. We're still ahead, and we're ready to add to our lead now that we get the ball back. Travis Kelce fumbles, and we recover. Wait a minute, no, that shouldn't count. He's just a little bit distracted, okay? Taylor wasn't able to make it. This is your first and only warning. If you say another word about a Swift not named DeAndre, we're gonna lose our shit. How about you just settle for losing the game and punt the ball back to us? But we'll get the ball back on a punt. Hurts connects with Devontae Smith for a huge 41-yard gain to the 1-yard line, followed by the tush push, the brotherly shove into the end zone. I hate that fucking play. I couldn't give less of a shit because that touchdown puts us ahead by 4. You really couldn't have picked a worse strategy. Giving us the ball back when we're down in the fourth quarter, you really expect Mahomes not to score? No, we're really not anticipating any points from your punt. Shut up, you punt again too, and now Pat is extra dangerous. He moves us down the field, tunes up the 2-minute drill, and throws a perfect pass to a wide open Marquez Valdez-Scaling right in front of the end zone. He drops it. He drops it? He must have been listening to Snoop Dogg during warm-ups because he dropped it like it's hot. I don't think that pass could have been any more perfect, but it's over now, and we never back down from a challenge, so we'll just have to go for it on 4th down with a pass to Watson. Incomplete for the win. Start popping the bottles of champagne, boys. Who is the better team now, Chiefs? We won when it actually mattered, so congratulations on your regular season win. Hang the banner. Oh, we will. Nice. Happy Thanksgiving, Cowboys. What's your favorite Thanksgiving side dish? I just thought we'd ask what you'd like to go with your main entree, which is an ass whooping. Okay, number 1, green bean casserole. Number 2, you bums can't possibly think you're beating us. You absolute buffoon. The correct answer is mac and cheese, and you guys are due for a loss. Your typical pattern is win a couple games by a lot, then choke and take the L, and I am so thankful that L will be coming from us today. I completely see what you're saying, except for the fact that you guys aren't even good enough to kind of compete with us, let alone get a win. Dak Prescott scores the first touchdown of the game with a pass to Rico Dowdle, and we get on the board after kicking a field goal. Prescott to Brandon Cooks for a 31-yard tutty. Sam Howell finds the opening to run across the goal line and bring your lead back down to 4. Don't count on that lasting long because Tony Pollard scores a rushing touchdown. You missed your PAT, so we're only down by 10 to end the first half, and that's honestly a lot closer than I thought we'd be. Closer than you thought you'd be? You wouldn't shut up about beating us. We were just bluffing. That was just mind games. But now, we're inside your head, and the score is close. We're gonna come back and win this. No, you're not. You don't intimidate us at all, and you turn over on downs. We may be turning over on downs now, but just wait until we outscore you and get to munch on our turkey legs in victory. Are you honestly okay? We hate you, but have genuine concerns about your well-being because you're so delusional. We kick a field goal, you turn it over on downs again, Dak finds CeeDee Lamb in the end zone, and we'll use that connection again for a 2-point conversion. But it's incomplete, you fail, this is the opening we need. No, it's not. The ruling is reversed, the 2-point is bueno, you turn it over on downs yet again, and Dak hits Kevontae Turpin for a 34-yard TD. Wow, okay, things are getting out of hand pretty quickly. I think we're starting to reconsider some of our previous statements. You put both feet in your mouth today, bro. Fair point. I think it might be time to just accept that it's not our day, protect the ball, and head home. Howell is intercepted by Deron Bland, who returns it 63 yards for the new NFL record, 5th pick six in a season. And now we're on the losing end of a history-making moment. That's just great. Thanks a lot, Cowboys, for ruining what could have been a great Thanksgiving. Wait, don't forget your to-go plate. We made it just for you. Can you at least put some actual food on it? No. Man, this season is just not going very well, don't you think, Eagles? We've got the best record in the league, the 1 seed in the NFC, and the MVP favorite at quarterback. I'm sorry, but we cannot relate to your situation. All right, now you're just bragging. We're at the point where every game is a must-win if we want to make the playoffs this year. You may see this game as a must-win, but it's a game that you won't win. Kenneth Gainwell gets us to the 1-yard line, and you already know what play's coming next. Don't do it. We're gonna do it. Don't do it. We're gonna do it. Don't do it. Jalen Hurts, push across the goal line. You fucking did it. The most annoying play in the league. You only think it's annoying because you can't stop it. Exactly. I feel like that makes it a valid complaint. Anyway, we kick a field goal. Hurts is intercepted by Terrell Bernard. Josh Allen runs in for the touchdown, and apparently the refs don't want to call a blatant horse collar by Hassan Reddick. I didn't see nothing. It looked clean to me. Well, which one is it? You didn't see it or it looked clean? I would like to exercise my Fifth Amendment right. Whatever. We kick a field goal. Jalen Carter blocks it. Now we get the ball back. Hurts and Gainwell fumble the handoff, recovered by Greg Rousseau, and we'll add an Allen to Stephon Diggs touchdown to end the first half. Weird. This was the exact same score at halftime against the Chiefs last week. What are the odds that we come back from the same score and win back-to-back weeks? Hopefully not very likely. We start the second half kicking a field goal. Wide right, and Hurts throws a touchdown pass to A.J. Brown, cutting your lead down to 3.
Allen scrambles 16 yards into the end zone, boosting our lead back up to 10.
Hurts to Devontae Smith for the TD. Allen is intercepted by James Bradbury, and Jalen throws a beautiful pass to Olamide Zaccheaus for the touchdown and the lead. Josh, touchdown pass to Gabe Davis, back ahead by 3 with less than 2 minutes left in the game. We get as close as we can to set up Jake Elliott for the 59-yard field goal. He ain't gonna make it. He makes it! Alright, so he does make it, but this game's going into overtime. We win the toss and we want the ball. It don't matter. Allen is off on his throw to an open Gabe Davis in the end zone, so you have to settle for a field goal. A.J. Brown fumbles after the catch. We recover. This game is over. He didn't secure it. Incomplete pass. Still our ball. Oh, great. So that means Jalen Hurts runs it in for the game-winning touchdown in overtime. They better start engraving his name on that MVP trophy. Well, this is just great. We're sitting at 6-6 going into our bye week. We'll be incredibly lucky to even get close to a wild card spot. No, Bills, I'm sure you'll get a win soon. Who's your next opponent? The Chiefs. Oh, okay. Who do you play after that? The Cowboys. You know, the playoffs just aren't for everybody. Oh, Seahawks, how unfortunate for you to be given the undesirable task of playing against us tonight.
While I do agree that you are undesirable to be around, it's not because we're afraid of losing. You have still yet to beat a team with a winning record this season. You're 6-5, so once we beat you today, you won't even have a winning record anymore. That doesn't really help your narrative that you can beat winning teams.
No, it really doesn't. I just realized that, so go ahead and forget about it.
We score the first points of the game, kicking a field goal. Geno Smith throws to DK Metcalf, and he busts it for a 73-yard lead-taking touchdown. We'll move back ahead after Dak hits CeeDee Lamb for the 15-yard TD. You won't be ahead much longer. We'll tie it up after we kick a field goal. You miss it, and we add to our lead with a Prescott to Brandon Cooks touchdown. But we're not far behind following a Zach Charbonnet rushing touchdown. But we push you back again after another field goal. We get the ball back with no timeouts and 90 seconds left in the half, but Geno cooks up a beautiful 30-yard pass and a great catch by Jackson Smith-Njigba for the touchdown. No, the referees reviewed it and it's incomplete. But they do call pass interference, so we move to the one, and Noah Fant secures the catch in the end zone. Actually, we called a timeout right before the ball was snapped, so that touchdown doesn't count either. Damn it, dude, stop. The ball is snapped, no timeouts are called. Geno's pass is indisputably complete to DK for his second touchdown of the night, and we get the ball to start the second half, and our drive ends with a Geno run into the end zone. Tony Pollard gets across the goal line for a score, and Smith is intercepted by, you guessed it, Deron Bland. About time he finally does something. He's been as effective in pass coverage as Trayvon Diggs has tonight. Trayvon Diggs is on IR with a torn ACL. My point exactly. You go forward on 4th and 2, but cannot convert, so we get the ball back, and Metcalf catches touchdown number 3. This man is unstoppable. I hope he's well hydrated, because he's definitely getting randomly drug tested after this game. We kick a field goal, shut down Charbonnet on 4th and 1, and Dak throws to Jake Ferguson for the touchdown, and Cooks for the 2-point conversion to go ahead by 3. With the way this game is going, we won't be down long now that we get the ball back. But you can't convert on 4th down, turning the ball over, and we kick another field goal, extending our lead to 6. No timeouts, a minute 40 left in the game, a touchdown, and PAT wins it. Tyler Lockett gets a 17-yard first down, and Noah Fant gets 8 yards on the next catch, but can't pull it in on 2nd down, and it's incomplete to Smith-Njigba on 3rd, so with the game on the line, we gotta go for it on 4th. Micah Parsons blows up the play, Geno sticks it in the dirt, securing us the win. He came in untouched. Did we even try to block him? No! I mean, honestly, who the doesn't block Micah Parsons? I don't know. I guess we must have been distracted because our minds are boggled. We both made it through an entire game without a single punt. You're right. I mean, this game was so crazy that neither of us have even mentioned the 19 penalties called. Yeah, you're right. What the hell was this game?
Hey Niners, before we get to this NFC Championship rematch, I thought I'd ask, why did you guys show up in all black today? It's customary to wear black to funerals, and that's what this is, Eagles. We're putting your bird asses under the dirt. Oh, okay. That's some big talk coming from the team we beat 31-7 in last year's conference title game. We didn't have Brock Purdy that game, and our team has only gotten better since. So make sure your affairs are in order, because your reign atop the NFC is coming to an end. Sounds like you'll actually put up a fight this time. I like it. But the inevitable will still happen, because we are the better team, and we score first with a field goal before we force a 3-and-out, then kick another field goal and force another 3-and-out. But we make you punt too, and Purdy passes to Brandon Ayuk for the touchdown and the lead. Okay, big deal. You're ahead by 1. After a touchdown run by Christian McCaffrey, we're up by 8, and after starting the second half with a Deebo Samuel score, we're up by 15. Oh, but now you've created a problem, because Dre Greenlaw wants to throw hands at our team security guard, Big Dom. He shouldn't have been putting hands on our guys. And why the hell do you even need a team security guard on the sideline in the first place? Because we do, and now we're fired up, and Jalen Hurts gets the brotherly shove across the goal line. Our comeback has begun. You're going to regret what you started, San Fran. Purdy hits Deebo for a 48-yard tutty. You punt, and Brock throws to Jawan Jennings for another touchdown to go up 35-13. Oh yeah, well we can probably still come back. Sure. And I could probably grow a tail if I concentrate hard enough, but you and I both know it's not very likely. Well, this comeback is going to happen. All we need is 2 touchdowns and 2 successful 2-point conversions, and we'll start that when Jalen finds Devontae Smith in the end zone for the TD and throws at him for the 2-point. Your attempt is unsuccessful, and we just can't help ourselves from adding more points with another Purdy to Deebo 46-yard score. Okay, but we can still... No, you can't. We're tired of entertaining your dumbass ideas. You turn it over on downs, and we bring out Sam Darnold to kneel it out. Oh my God, not Sam Darnold. I know, right? If you're seeing Sammy D at the end of the game, you had a rough fucking day. We'll accept the loss today, but you better be ready, because come playoff time, we'll be looking for our revenge. Philly, today was your funeral, so if we do meet again in the playoffs, we're pissing on your grave. All right, Packers, we're set to face off in a primetime game, but I will say it is a bit colder than we'd prefer. It's Wisconsin in December. Were you expecting a light breeze? No, but we are expecting a win tonight, especially because we have our good luck charm. What do you got, like a 4-leaf clover or a lucky rabbit's foot? Travis Kelce's girlfriend. Oh my God, I am so tired of hearing about those two. We won't talk about her anymore, but we do seem to play better when she's here, so we're very glad she can make the trip. She won't be lucky for you anymore, because we've been turning our season around with a win streak that won't be ending soon. So Jordan Love throws a touchdown pass to Ben Sims to take the early lead that we don't plan on giving up. You can keep the lead for now. We bring out Harrison Butker and kick a field goal. The Love machine throws to Christian Watson for another touchdown. We kick another field goal, force a punt to end the half, and start the second half with a scoring run by Isaiah Pacheco, and we hand it to him for the 2-point conversion. That attempt is a failure, and Love throws another touchdown to Watson, and it's interesting because it looks like there's only one quarterback in this game that's playing very MVP-like. Then Pat will just have to change that with a throw to Noah Gray for a TD, only down by 2, and now the comeback is cooking because we force a punt and get the ball back. Must have had the wrong recipe cooking at that comeback because we also make you punt and we add to our lead with a field goal. Okay, small setback, down by 5, but a touchdown will still take the lead. Mahomes is intercepted by Keyshawn Nixon, and we add to our lead again with another field goal. Down 8 now, no timeouts, a minute left, a touchdown, a 2-point conversion ties it up, but I know we can do it, and we already get an extra 15 yards because the refs throw a flag after Jonathan Owens hits Mahomes unnecessarily rough. Oh my God, why didn't I see this coming? The refs are going to win the game for you, aren't they? What? No, of course not. Wait a minute, Rashee Rice fumbles and we recover. No, they reviewed it. He was down by contact.
You're still going to deny that the refs are helping you?
His whole ass cheek was on the ground. And if the refs were helping us, why wouldn't they call pass interference when Marquez Valdez-Scantling was third-degree aggravated assaulted trying to run his route?
The refs must have had a change of heart. That's pretty cool of them.
We'll have to give them some cheesehead hats. 4th down, 5 seconds left. We're going to have to go for the Hail Mary, and oh my God, incomplete, and a 3rd win in a row for the Pack, baby. We really couldn't get a pass interference call there either? Oh, shut the hell up, you whiner. They never call PI on a Hail Mary. Yeah, but Kelsey literally got Mortal Kombat fatality before the ball even got there. Boo-hoo. I know Taylor's here. Tell him to go cry to her about it. Some good luck charm she is. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't talk about his girlfriend like that. Now we've got bad blood. You know, when we first saw this season's schedule and found out we had to play the Cincinnati Bengals, we were worried that we would lose a game to a really good team. Boy, am I glad we don't have to worry about that anymore. All right, that was just mean. No offense. We really have nothing against you, Bengals, but if we lose to you and your backup quarterback, we might as well deem this entire season a massive failure. You're severely underestimating the rest of our team and how good our backup QB is, but I guess we'll just have to show you since we get the ball first. You turn over on downs. What an impressive showing by quarterback Snake Brownstein. His name is Jake Browning. I really don't care. Travis Etienne puts us on the scoreboard with a rushing touchdown. We'll get on the board too with a field goal. But you missed the field goal, you blithering simpleton. You better quit with the name calling. We force a punt and Joe Mixon ties up the score with a touchdown run. Trevor Lawrence throws to Evan Ingram for the 22-yard TD. Back to the red zone, so back to what works for another score by Mixon to tie it up, and we'll take the lead with a Browning to Jamar Chase 76-yard tutty. Not so fast. It's tied back up after T-Law throws to Parker Washington for the scary-looking touchdown catch, and we get an interception. Well, Browning is our backup quarterback. It's understandable for him to make mistakes. Actually, it was Tyler Boyd that threw the interception. As in wide receiver Tyler Boyd? Yeah. Hell of a play call, Captain Dumbass. That pick puts us in prime position to add a Lawrence leap across the goal line. A QB run at the 1. What an excellent idea. Browning will score on 1 as well to tie it back up once again. Well, it won't be tied after we kick a field goal, but it will be tied because you missed the field goal. However, we don't, so no tie. We're up by 3. Wait a minute. Trevor hurt his ankle pretty bad on that last drive. I think it would just be for the best if we postpone the rest of the game. Have you noticed how we haven't said the name Joe Burrow all night? Nothing's getting postponed. You just put your backup in and you hope for the best. Okay, we do kick a field goal and tie it back up. End of regulation. You know what that means. Postponing the game until we get Trevor back? What? No, stop trying to postpone the game. We're both going into overtime with our backup quarterback, so it's even. We get the ball first in OT, but we have to punt. I really hope that doesn't come back to bite us. Actually, yeah, it does. Evan McPherson, 48-yard walk-off game-winning field goal. See, I told you it wasn't fair. We should have postponed it.
Oh, I miss Trevor.
Oh my God. I mean, we miss Joey B too, but we're not going to sit around forever and whine about it. I mean, what's next? You going to write him a love letter?
We've already written 900. We're going to go hand deliver him right now.
Oh.
Okay, fine. Dear Joe, we love you and we miss you.
You know, it's never a good thing to lose your starting quarterback, and we hope Kenny Pickett feels better soon. But if there is ever a perfect matchup to start Mitchell Trubisky at quarterback, it's against the worst team in the AFC.
Wow, what a warm introduction, you pompous jackass. Let's just get this over with.
I mean, I thought we had a bad time last week losing to the Cardinals, but you're coming off a 6-0 loss to the Chargers. You couldn't beat a score of 6.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. That would explain why we didn't win. Now, can we please get this game going?
And now your offense will somehow be worse. No Ramondre Stevenson and missing a handful of wide receivers. You may find a way to score less than 0 this week.
And you may find a way to lose to a team that sucks this bad. Did you ever think about that?
Oh, come on now, Patriots. Even if our offense struggles, and they should, Trubisky is the quarterback, our defense isn't going to let us lose to the most pathetic, pitiful, lousy, dreadfully atrocious offense we have ever seen.
Bailey Zappi to Ezekiel Elliott, 11-yard touchdown.
Okay, a little feisty. I guess we'll let you enjoy being in the lead for now because it clearly won't last long, so we kick a field goal.
Trubisky is intercepted by Jabril Pepper.
Maybe we should have started Mason Rudolph. Luckily, there's no way our defense lets you score again.
Zappi throws a touchdown pass to Hunter Henry.
All right, we underestimated you a little. That point is proven, but now it's time that we take over.
Zappi throws to Henry again for a 24-yard TD.
All right, what the are we doing? We're making Zappi and Henry look like Brady and Gronk.
Maybe you should have spent more time strategizing before the game instead of talking Itche. Yeah, that's right. I speak Pig Latin.
You're right. I'm sorry. We've learned our lesson. We will not say hurtful things to you anymore. Now, Trubisky throws a 25-yard pass to Deontay Johnson in the end zone, and Zappi is intercepted by Michael Walker, and I'm so glad that our comeback has started because we need this win more than you.
Jaylen Warren is short on 4th down. You turn it over. How do you need this win more than us? We're 2-10. We need every win we can get.
You are not making the playoffs, so your wins don't matter. And the less you have, the higher draft pick you get.
The importance of that took a back seat tonight because you need a humbling ass whooping. Well, we block your punt and get great field position for a Trubisky sneak and a 2-point conversion of Pat Freiermuth. We're only down by 3. And I'll let you in on a little secret, Patriots. We're not actually sorry about anything we said. We meant every word of it. We know. You're way too arrogant to change and become tolerable. We are not arrogant. Now focus on us because we will take the lead after we make you punt. We make you punt too, but we make you punt again. And you turn it over on 4th down again. We force one more punt and we've got time to run one last play. And in order to save us from massive embarrassment, we've got to score. And that had to be the weakest attempt at a lateral in the history of this great sport. But with that, you now bestow the honor of having a loss to, how'd you describe it? The most pathetic, pitiful, lousy, dreadfully atrocious offense you have ever seen?
We probably deserve that. What's your deal this season, Rams? One week you may look like a tough-to-beat playoff caliber team, and the next week you look like an expired can of ass. Basically the dictionary definition of mid. We are very mid. Some would even say the middiest. Well, that is unfortunate, because a mid team such as yourself does not stand a chance against the best team in the AFC. Wait, did they change the schedule? I thought we were playing you, not Miami or Kansas City. Ha ha, very funny. But we are the 1 seed with the best record in the AFC.
Outside of your division, you really haven't played any tough AFC opponents, and even some of those weren't that tough. You lost to the Steelers, the Browns, and the Colts, all of which are arguably as mid as we are, and you have the potential to expose yourself as frauds with your upcoming schedule against the Jaguars, Niners, and Dolphins. I mean, sure, you're sitting all high and mighty now, but you and I both know that your bragging is just a coping mechanism because you're afraid that your reign on top of the AFC may be on borrowed time.
Dude, what the f***?
And now that we're in your head, we'll score the first points of the game with a field goal.
No. I know that we are great and you are mid. And we get ahead after Lamar Jackson airs it out to Isaiah Likely for a 54-yard touchdown.
Matthew Stafford to Cooper Kupp TD puts us back in the lead.
A Lamar to Odell Beckham Jr. 46-yard tutty takes it back.
Stafford to Davis Allen touchdown. Akello Witherspoon intercepts Jackson, and we kick a field goal.
We kick a field goal to end the first half and another to start the second half, tying it up before we get the ball back again.
But a wild snap goes flying to the back of the end zone for the safety, so we get 2 and you have to punt to us.
Doesn't matter. We make you punt and take the lead back with another field goal. Stafford to Demarcus Robinson for the TD, and we'll go for the 2-point conversion. You fail the 2-point conversion, but Jackson hits Safe Flowers for both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, the octopus, to go up 31-28 with a minute left in the game. Big plays to Robinson and Kupp put us in position for the tying kick. This game's going into overtime, and I'm sure that makes you nervous, Ravens, but we totally understand, and this is a safe space. Stop trying to play therapist, you weirdo. We get the ball first in OT, and we're going to end this just to get the hell away from you. But you have to punt the ball. High expectations, low reward. That's a feeling that you're used to, isn't it? Screw you. We force a 3 and out, punt us the ball. We will punt the ball, but there's no need to be angry. We just want to know how you feel. Tylan Wallace, 76-yard game-winning punt return touchdown. You want to know how we feel? We feel pretty fucking fantastic. I told you we are great. We are the best. Don't you dare disrespect us ever again. Ravens, look at us. We're 6-7. We took you to overtime, okay? If we can do that, what do you think the 49ers are going to do to you in a couple weeks? Damn it, no. Stop the mental mind game. I can't. It's simply too much fun. Well, congratulations, Vikings.
What are you congratulating us for?
For the win you're about to get. It should be pretty easy for you because we fucking suck.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. We're not great either.
No, I'm pretty sure. It might not even be close. We get the ball first, but we punt.
And we punt.
We punt.
We punt.
We punt, and would you please just score?
We'll kick a 49-yard field goal.
There you go. Good for you.
We missed it.
Well, don't worry, because you get the ball back. We punt.
We punt.
Hunter Renfrow fumbles.
And we recover.
There it is. The opportunity you need.
We punt.
Damn it, you suck too, don't you?
I tried to tell you.
Please, just go ahead and score. Take us out of our misery.
You don't think we would if we could?
We punt.
We punt.
We punt.
We punt.
We punt.
You know what? Screw it. We're benching Josh Dobbs and throwing Nick Mullins in the game.
I don't blame you. It doesn't hurt to switch things up if you want a different result. How'd that work out for you?
We punt.
Holy shit. We score a touchdown.
Really?
No. We punt.
Wait a minute. We are not kidding. This is not a joke. We kick a field goal.
There's points on the board?
There's points on the board.
All right. It's about time. I wonder if we can add any to it.
Aiden O'Connell is intercepted.
Yep. Should have known better.
But guess what we do next?
Solve world hunger, eliminate homelessness, and end all wars that generate world peace. No, I know you just punt. We've got time for one more play. We do the thing with the laterals, yada yada. It doesn't work. Game over.
Well, at least you were right. We did win.
Vikings, I want you to look at that score. It may count as a win on your record, but we both leave here today looking like massive, humongous, enormous, gigantic, colossal losers, and the only thing that makes it worse is we now have to play the Los Angeles Chargers without Justin Herbert on primetime Thursday night football. Holy shit, that game's gonna suck. Tennessee Titans. Remember when you guys used to make the playoffs and we didn't? Boy, am I glad that switched around. You know, your team is extremely skilled and talented, but you are definitely lacking in humility. No, we're not. We have tons of humility. You don't even know what humility means. Okay, so we're not going to make any delusional claims. You guys are the better team and you should win today, but we're still giving you all we got. Aw, you think giving all you got will make a difference in this game? How pathetic. We warned you, fish face. Tua Tagovailoa fumbles the snap. He recovers it, but it's smacked out again for another fumble, and we recover at our own 7-yard line. Will Levis is intercepted by Zach Sealer at the line, and he runs it in for the pick six. Gets scored on by a 300-pound defensive tackle. Biatch, you're taking it too far. Direct snap to Derrick Henry, and he runs it into the end zone to tie it up. You're taking it too far. Like you're going to do anything about it. We'll take the lead back with a field goal. We blocked it and kick our own field goal to end the first half. We start the second half with a field goal, tying up the score. Not tied after we kick another field goal. It is after we kick another, but it won't stay tied up. You muff a punt, giving a short field, and Raheem Mostert turns a handoff into a touchdown. Levis tosses a wild fumbling pitch to Henry. We recover, and Mostert runs in for another TD. We told you, Titans, it doesn't matter if you give everything you got. You're simply just not good enough to compete with us. Levis throws a touchdown pass to DeAndre Hopkins and a 2-point conversion to Nick Westbrook-Akine. Ooh, good for you. It's not like we're going to let you score again. We force a punt. King Henry dives in for another score, taking the 1-point lead with less than 2 minutes to play. Okay. I'll admit it. Maybe we said a few things that could be classified as just a little bit mean. You've been a massive jackass for the last 4 quarters. Fair point. But that doesn't change the fact that we're still the best offense in the league. And now you're giving us the ball back? You and I both know we're about to put together a game-winning drive. Tua is sacked on 4th down, turning it over. We kneel it out for the upset win. And I think you are now a little more deserving of the name that you called us, biatch. All right, well, I'm just saying this would have been a different game if Tyreek Hill's ankle wasn't hurt. Dolphins, if we wanted to hear your excuses, I promise we would have asked. That humility word from earlier, does that mean being humiliated? Because if it does, we're feeling plenty of it right now. Not exactly, but you're getting there. Just keep doing your homework, and I'm sure you'll be smarter than a 5th grader in no time.
All right, Chargers, let me just make sure I got the facts straight. You guys beat the Patriots 6-0 a couple weeks ago.
Correct.
And we lost to the Vikings 3-0 on Sunday.
To my knowledge, yes.
Yep, it's official. This is about to be the worst game of all time.
You don't know that for sure. There might be a lot of points scored tonight.
Yeah, and a flock of birds might fly out of my ass, but neither one of those are very likely. But Zamir White does score a rushing touchdown.
Hey, that's points.
That's true, it is. We also force Easton Stick to fumble, recovered by Tyree Wilson, and Aiden O'Connell throws a 30-yard touchdown pass to Trey Tucker.
Oh, okay.
The ball gets stripped from Joshua Kelly. Jerry Tillery recovers it, and Jacoby Myers dives into the end zone for the 22-yard touchdown catch.
Hey, hang on just a second.
O'Connell to Michael Mayer for another TD. Direct snap to Brandon Bolden, and he runs 26 yards into the end zone. You turn over on downs, and O'Connell throws another touchdown pass to Tucker.
All right, just take a break. It's halftime. Wait a minute, you scored all those points in the first half?
We start the second half with a trick play for a Jacoby Myers touchdown pass to Devontae Adams.
Hell no, that's the last straw. No way our quarterback throws less touchdown passes than a wide receiver.
Stick those to Joshua Palmer for a 79-yard score, and maybe that's what we need to start turning this thing around. We sack Stick, forcing a fumble recovered by John Jenkins, and return 44 yards for a touchdown.
Please, can the pain and suffering just end?
Jack Jones for the interception and the return for the pick six.
Okay, well, Easton throws a touchdown pass to Alex Erickson and follows it with a scoring throw to Quentin Johnston. Maybe we can still come back. Oh, who am I kidding? Our goose is cooked.
How the hell did you do that?
I have no idea. Honestly, we're not very good.
Maybe it's a Christmas miracle.
It's December 14th.
Maybe it's an 11 days before Christmas miracle.
Or maybe you guys just really suck.
Yeah, that's the most likely scenario.
You hear that? Sounds like birds.
Buffalo Bills. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you guys are going to have to lose today.
Absolutely not. We can't afford to lose another game this season if we're going to make the playoffs.
You're going to have to. We can't afford to lose another game if we're going to win the NFC East. Don't be greedy. No one cares if you win your division. You've already clinched a spot in the postseason. We just need to win so we can get into the playoffs. If a win over us is what it takes to get you in the playoffs, then you're going to have a lot of free time in January, because we are going to win this game. We're going to win the NFC East. We're going to win the NFC. And we're going to win the Super Bowl, because this is our year.
You said the thing. You said the thing. You jinxed it. You're definitely going to lose now.
No, we're not. Sure, in the past, that statement has jinxed us because we weren't as good as we were hyping ourselves up to be. But this year is different. It really is our year.
You said it again. Double jinx. Double bad luck.
No, it's not.
Oh, no, I really think it is. Latavius Murray scores the first points with a rushing touchdown, and we get on the board again with a Josh Allen touchdown pass to James Cook.
Well, we kick a field goal. That's clearly less points than the ones that you guys have scored, but we still score some.
We borrow a play from your bird buddies, and Allen scores on a tush push. We start the second half kicking a field goal and follow it with a touchdown run by Cook.
No. I know this year is different. I know it is. So I know that we're going to turn this game around and we're going to win it. Especially because we've got Dak Prescott, and he's been playing like the most valuable player in the league all season.
Dak is intercepted.
Yeah, we jinxed ourselves.
Big time, buddy. Big time.
Well, CD Lamb takes the handoff and runs it in for a touchdown with 2:48 left in the game, so it really doesn't help that much, does it?
Nope, you still lose, and you just got knocked from second place to fifth.
You don't have to celebrate our misfortune so cheerfully.
We do when your misfortune puts us one step closer to the playoffs.
You know, I hope you do make it, just so you can feel the pain and disappointment of being a first-round exit.
That's true, we might lose in the first round, but you'll win, won't you, Cowboys?
Of course we'll win. This is our year.
Sure it is. All right. What are you, Matthew McConaughey?
This is no time for jokes. We mean serious business. We've got to win tonight to snap our 2-game losing streak. Get in line, pal. We've lost 4 straight. So if one of us is due for a win tonight, it's definitely us. Nothing against you, Seahawks, but does it really matter if you keep losing? I mean, we've got a division title to claim, but you don't. We've still got a shot at the playoffs. We can't be losing. Again, no offense, but you can't possibly plan on winning if you're starting Drew Lock at QB. Enough with the rude comments. Geno can't go tonight, so Lock is up. And speaking of quarterbacks, doesn't Jalen Hurts have a boo-boo tummy? Don't say he has a boo-boo tummy. He's a grown-ass man.
He just got a little bellyache, but he fights through it and he puts the first points on the board with a rushing touchdown before we extend our lead to 10 with a field goal. We kick a field goal as well, and Kenneth Walker comes out in the second half with a 23-yard touchdown run to tie it up. Well, I know y'all ain't ready for the most dominant play in the National Football League, the brotherly shove pushing Hurts across the goal line. Y'all call that play so much, I'm convinced everyone just likes putting their hands on Jalen's ass. What? Psh. No. We boot another field goal, cutting your lead down to 4. Enjoy being that close while you can, because our lead is about to extend with a Hurts throw to Quez Watkins in the end zone. Hurts is intercepted by Julian Love. But you have to punt. Doesn't matter. We've already got the momentum swinging. We get the ball back and Locke passes to Jackson Smith and Jigba for the clutch 29-yard touchdown catch to go up 20-17 with 28 seconds left in the game. Put that shit on, motherfucker. 28 seconds, 3 timeouts. We can put together a drive to win this, because there's no way we lose this game to Drew Lock. Hurts is intercepted by Love again. Wait a minute. They've got to review if he got both feet down before he went out of bounds. He did, didn't he? You bet your ass he did, sealing the win and keeping our playoff hopes alive.
Well, I'm glad something's feeling alive, because we are dead inside.
Oh, come on, Eagles. It's not that bad. Not that bad? We were the #1 team in the NFC with only 1 loss for 12 weeks. 12 gloriously beautiful weeks. And now we're on a 3-game losing streak, with the latest one coming from a 6-7 team starting their backup quarterback, and now we're at the 5 seed. That's 4 spaces lower than #1. So please, enlighten us. Tell us, how is that not that bad?
At least you play against the Giants on Christmas.
Hey, all right. That's actually one hell of a Christmas gift.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Rams, you better get ready, because tonight we get our revenge for the no-call pass interference that screwed us out of the NFC Championship. What the hell are you talking about? We have literally played 2 times since that happened almost 5 years ago.
We have?
Yes! Well, that doesn't change the fact that we're still very motivated to win this game. We truly don't care what your motivations are, because you're not going to win. We put up the first points of the game with a Matt Stafford touchdown pass to Puka Nacua. We turned it over on downs. You were in field goal range. Why didn't you just kick it? It's called a strategy, and it wouldn't be very effective if I shared it with you, now would it? If your strategy is not scoring points, I don't think it's going to be effective regardless. We kick a field goal, get the ball back, and kick another field goal. You miss it. That's exactly why we didn't kick one, but we will score points after Derek Carr throws to Rashid Shaheed for a 45-yard TD before we get the ball back again and turn it over on downs again. Another instance where you're at the 40-yard line. Why not kick it? Rams, you just don't get it. Your brain doesn't operate like ours. No, it clearly doesn't. And I have never been more thankful for that. Stafford throws a touchdown pass to Demarcus Robinson to end the half, and we start the second half with a field goal. This is the half that the tide will change, and we start taking control of this game. Carr is intercepted. You might want to focus on taking control of his passes while Kyron Williams runs in for the touchdown. We go forward on 4th and turn it over again. You were at our 34-yard line. Did your kicker piss you off or something? Does he have the flu? Or his eyes dilated? Is this some sort of elaborate prank? I don't get it! Field goals don't win football games. Yes, they do. Quite often, actually. And we kick another one, and we're very clearly winning this game. Carr passes to Juwan Johnson for the score, and to A.T. Perry for a 35-yard touchdown, and to Chris Olave for the 2-point conversion. We're only down by 8, and we can tie it up if we get the ball back. But that won't happen. We run out the clock and get the win. Damn it, that was a close one. If only we had gotten multiple opportunities in this game to put up enough points to win. Are you fucking stupid? 'Twas the night before Christmas in the National Football League, and the Bills are vowing victory regardless of fatigue. We're now 5-9, so we should just move on. But we're finding new hope now that Staley is gone. No offense, Chargers, but you won't win this evening, especially without Herbert and without Keenan. Well, before Santa brings gifts from the North Pole, we score the first points with a field goal. We punt, but then we force your punter to kick, but we recover the fumble and add a score by Easton Stick. A Gabe Davis 57-yard touchdown is just what we need, and a Josh Allen scoring run to take the lead. Allen to Diggs, but Gilman picks it. We move to the red zone, and Dicker kicks it. We've got a play you'll be delighted to see. We push Josh's tush for the TD. That's just embarrassing. I hope you feel silly. Don't run that play, Bills. You guys aren't Philly. We're down but not out, so we know what to do. We kick back-to-back field goals to bring the score within 2. That's good for you, Chargers, but you won't score another. James Cook fumbles, and we recover. We'd love to score a touchdown because that would be fun, but Dicker kicks another field goal. We're up by 1. You're not up after a touchdown by Khalil Shakir. He was down by contact. Bring it back over here. We kick a field goal, so the result is still the same. We take the lead with 28 seconds in the game. We've got the ball now, and we can still win. Ed Oliver sack sticks so hard the ground hit his chin. No timeouts left and no time to clock it. We'll try another play with stick in the pocket. It's incomplete. So now I must say there's 1 second left. There's time for one play. Pass to Palmer, lateral to Eckler, toss back to Stick, lateral to Erickson. He's got to run quick. The ball is down. The play is over. So we say with a grin, the Buffalo Bills got the Christmas Eve win. We show hospitality when you come to our city, and you won't even give us a win out of pity. You were close to a win, but I'd say it's just luck. It's giving season, so I'll give you a tip. You still suck. The stockings are hung and there's lights in the tree, and I can't wait to see what St. Nick brings for me. I've said a lot tonight, but let this be my last. Merry Christmas to you, Chargers. Kiss my ass. What better gift for NFL fans than a Super Bowl preview on Christmas night?
And what a gift that is. Unfortunately for you, Ravens, the only gift you're going to receive is a big fat loss.
Is that so?
Yes, it is. Everyone knows that we are, without a doubt, the best team in the NFL. And we had the league's most valuable player at quarterback.
You mean your game manager system QB?
Call him what you want, but he's still the betting favorite for MVP, and he is leading us to a victory tonight. You start with the ball, but you have to punt.
Mr. MVP Brock Purdy is intercepted.
Lamar Jackson gets called for intentional grounding in the end zone. That's a safety.
That's bullshit. The ref wouldn't get out of his way and tripped him up.
Blaming the refs this early in the game, it sounds like you're going to have a long night. We also kick a field goal.
We kick a field goal and intercept Purdy again.
I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation.
Gus Edwards gets in on a touchdown run, and guess what? Purdy is intercepted for a 3rd time, and we kick another field goal.
Enough. Time to break the streak of bad luck. Christian McCaffrey fights his way in for the touchdown. CMC looks more like the MVP than your boy Purdy. No, did you see how good Purdy handed the ball off? No one hands the ball off like ASAP Brocky. Does ASAP stand for always slinging a pick? Anyway, we kick a field goal to end the half and start the second half forcing a punt, followed by a Lamar to Nelson Aguilar touchdown. First half was rough. Purdy was not looking very Purdy, but the second half is going to be different because a real MVP has to adjust and put the team on his back and find a way to win. Purdy is intercepted for a 4th time. I thought he was the MVP. Our game manager system QB? No. I don't even think we ever said that he was. That's interesting. Lamar throws a touchdown pass to Zay Flowers, and we follow that up with another field goal. Purdy's banged up, and he's not exactly having a great game, so we'll throw Sam Darnold out there, and he drives right down the field and scores with a touchdown pass to Ronnie Bell. Maybe it's just not Brock's day, and now that Sammy D is out there, things will be completely different. Darnold is intercepted on your next possession. Well, now I'm out of answers. We're just getting our asses whooped. So I guess if this really is a Super Bowl preview, then that means the Lombardi is coming back to Baltimore. Oh no, next time will be completely different. Brock is going to learn his lesson and never play like this ever again. Aren't you, Brock?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. I get that he's young, but damn, do you really have to stick his nose in the corner?
You know, we're actually happy to see Joe Flacco, one of our former players, have some success with you guys. It makes us really happy, as long as you don't ruin it and say something stupid like,
"This is the Joe Flacco revenge game."
You've got to be kidding me.
We've got to wait till the playoffs for the Flackinator to play the Ravens, but this can be a tune-up against another one of his former teams.
Dude, can you just give us a break? We've had a rough year.
You've had a rough year. Haven't we already gone over the fact that we're starting a 38-year-old Joe Flacco at QB?
The only thing worse than starting Joe Flacco at QB when he's 38 years old is starting Trevor Siemian. Ever.
Well, Flackzilla is having a career resurgence in Cleveland, and that continues with a pass to Jerome Ford for the first touchdown of the game.
Siemian hits Breece Hall for the 21-yard touchdown to tie it up.
Kareem Hunt runs in for the touchdown.
But you fail your PAT.
We knocked the ball loose on the kickoff and recover.
But you turn over on down.
Ronnie Hickman gets the interception and returns at 30 yards for the pick six before we force you to punt.
We force David Njoku to fumble and get the ball back.
But our defense forces a punt, and the Flack Daddy throws a touchdown pass to Elijah Moore before before we force another 3-and-out. Flacco's pass is tipped and picked by Jermaine Johnson and returned 37 yards for the TD. The Flack attack continues as he throws on the run to Ford, who turns on the Jets. We're not turned on. And runs it in for the 50-yard tutty. We kick a field goal going into halftime and start the second half kicking another. We block it, followed by a pair of punts by each of us until we get the ball back. We strip the ball from Pierre Strong, kick a field goal, then force a punt. But you don't convert on 4th down, and we kick a field goal. We get the ball, but don't do shit. You guys win. And with this win, we clinch our spot in the playoffs, one step closer to meeting the Ravens in the postseason for the ultimate Joe Flacco revenge game. You keep talking about Joe Flacco revenge games. What is he getting revenge for? As far as I know, he's always been treated pretty fairly. Man, I don't know. Just nod and act like you know what we're talking about. On second thought, don't do that. You're freaking me out. All right, Cowboys. I was just going to say that. No, shut up. We're talking. Oh, of course. The Cowgirls have to make it all about themselves. We lost our last 2 games to a couple pretty good teams, but we cannot lose 3 straight. We have to win tonight. Blah, blah, blah. You really think you're the only ones who need to win. What about us? What about you? You guys won your division last week. You're already guaranteed a top 3 seed, but we can still get the 1 or the 2 seed, so we need to win out. See, you're just being selfish. We need the win. You just want it. The Dallas Cowboys just called us selfish. That's like a skunk telling someone they smell like shit. You guys can start game planning for a win next week after you lose to us tonight. Because we score the first point with a field goal, and Dak Prescott is intercepted by Ifeatu Melifonwu. We force a punt, and Dak connects with CD Lamb for a 92-yard touchdown. Jared Goff is intercepted by Jordan Lewis, and CD catches another pass right in front of the goal line. Fumbles into the end zone. That's a touchback, and we fake a punt at our own 28 because our manhood is just that large. You turn it over on 4th down at the 4-yard line. We still take the lead after David Montgomery runs in for the first score of the second half. We kick a field goal to tie it up. We kick one also to stay 3 points ahead of you. Not after Prescott throws a touchdown pass to Brandon Cooks. Donovan Wilson intercepts Goff, setting us up for a field goal 7-point game. Do you smell what the Goff is cooking? Because I'm getting the aroma of a game-winning drive. We cruise down the field and Amon-Ra St. Brown scores with a touchdown catch, and we run a trick play 2-point conversion to our offensive tackle, Taylor Decker. He didn't report as eligible. Yes, he did. No, he did not. Yes, he did. Ref, he did not. I rest my case. Scoot back 5 and just kick it. We're still going for 2, and this time Micah Parsons gets called for jumping offside, so we're moving back up. All right, you took the gamble on the 2-point twice. It didn't work. Just kick it and let's go to overtime. That's not how we roll, buddy. It would honestly be the smart decision. We don't care about smart decisions. We're going for 2. It's incomplete. Any more penalties? Can we try one more time? I'm afraid not. Told you should have kicked it. Oh, we'll kick it all right. Onside kick! We recover it. This game is over. Damn. In hindsight, probably should have kicked the PAT. Yeah, I tried to tell you. It made the most sense. Well, that's not how Dan Campbell coaches our team. Well, you can tell Can Damble that maybe he should start, because it was ballsy, but it was also stupid. Whatever. Wait, did you call him Can Damble? This is for all the marbles, Colts. Winner makes the playoffs, loser is out. Are you ready? Ready to secure our playoff spot? You're damn right we're ready. Is that confidence or arrogance? Because arrogance is bound to bite you in the ass. Arrogance can try biting our ass, but we're gonna kick yours. We scored the first points of the game with a field goal. One play, CJ Stroud airs it out to Nico Collins for a 75-yard touchdown, and Stroud follows that up with a throw to Andrew Beck for another TD. We kick another field goal. Field goal this, field goal that. You think you're gonna secure a playoff spot only kicking field goals? You are absolutely right. Jonathan Taylor breaks a 49-yard run into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion from Gardner Minshew to Mo Alley Cox ties it up, and we will take the lead on our next possession with a field goal. It hits the upright, no good, but luckily we kick one and don't miss, so we regain the lead. You're not ahead for too long. Our kick is successful this time, tied up again. Devin Singletary puts us back ahead with a touchdown run. But you missed your PAT. Now it's our ball. We drive down to the red zone, 4th and 1 at the 15 with a minute left in the game. Minshew's pass to Tyler Goodson is incomplete, turning the ball over to us. We force a 4th down at your own 23 with 8 seconds left. We'll just take the safety, cutting it to 1 second and punting it to you. Josh Downs returns the punt 7 yards, laterals to Michael Pittman, who runs another 7 yards, and laterals to the dirt. He laterals to the dirt. We recover, and the Houston Texans are going to the playoffs. Obviously, we wish we would have won, but you guys finished second to last in the league last season, and now you're in the playoffs. We're proud of you, Texans. Really? No, we hate your guts and we hope you lose in the first round. The crazy thing is, we still might win the division. That's not gonna happen. It might happen. Is that gonna happen? It might happen. All right, the regular season is over. Super Wild Card Weekend is upon us, so let's start inking out this AFC playoff bracket. As we know, the Baltimore Ravens secured the 1 seed, so they get the first round bye. Have fun this week, suckers. We will be well rested for the divisional round. Have you guys figured out a way to get past the divisional round? Sure. Technically, I mean, we have some theories.
Fraud, exposure, incoming.
At least you get a week to work on it. The Bills finished strong, stealing the 2 seed away from the Dolphins, so it's only fitting they play the 7 seed Steelers. Can you repeat the part about us stealing the 2 seed from the Dolphins? It gave us chills. Yeah, go ahead and focus on that detail all week. We would love to see you get bounced from the first round. It's called multitasking. We can be proud of forcing you to play on the road while also focusing on our inevitable win over the Steelers, because, I mean, come on, Steelers, it is inevitable. I don't know, bro. Sometimes we just like to do funny shit, and I don't think anything could possibly be funnier than a home playoff loss to Mason Rudolph. I would very much like to see that, actually. Okay, Chiefs and Dolphins, since you guys want to butt into conversations that aren't about you, we'll start one that is. KC got the 3 seed. They're hosting 6 seed Miami. Tyreek Hill returning to Kansas City to eliminate you from the playoffs because you don't have any good wide receivers. Damn, that's almost poetic, isn't it? Don't forget, we already beat you this season in Germany. We beat you with jet lag. Now you've got us at home, but you still don't have any good wide receivers. I think you didn't catch our point. Kind of like our receivers don't catch. Yeah, we get it. And rounding out the first round, the 5 seed Browns travel to Houston to take on the 4 seed Texans. Anyone who would have told me at the beginning of the season that these 2 teams would wind up in the positions they are in would be subject to a mandatory drug test. Hey, Browns, how's that Deshaun Watson trade working out for you? We made the playoffs, didn't we? What great contributions he's made to this playoff team that he hasn't taken a snap for since early November. I just feel so lucky that we get to be the team that boots you from the first round of the playoffs and use your first round draft pick. Oh, you're going to be real pissed when that's the last pick in the draft after we win the Super Bowl. There is no possible way you actually believe that. You're not wrong, but should you be the one to say something, Steelers? I mean, how'd you guys even get here? The same way as the rest of us, dumbass. Do you not know how this works? It is a figure of speech, you mind-numbing moron. Anyone with a 5th grade education would understand that. Really, because any 5th grader could probably catch better than our wide receivers. Ha ha ha, shut the f*** up. You know, as these things tend to go, this was pretty civil.
Already got the AFC set, so let's finalize this NFC playoff bracket. San Francisco, I hope you're enjoying your week off as the 1 seed. How you feeling? I think this is the year that we can put it all together. It really seems like we are fully capable of being the Super Bowl champion. That's good. But doesn't it seem like that every year? Yeah, but it feels like this year is going to be different. I think it really is our year. Okay, I can't just sit back and watch you steal our gimmick. Cowboys, you guys got the 2 seed. You'll host the 7 seed Packers. Easy win. Who we got next week? Whoa. Don't be so quick to brush us off. Isn't it about time for your annual playoff choke job? Don't you have a playoff choking problem? We're notorious for choking in the NFC Championship, which is a problem, but it still implies that we beat you this week. Anyone who believes you will be in the conference title game should spend this week in concussion protocol. Lions, congrats on the North and the 3 seed. You'll be at home against the 6 seed LA Rams. Stafford is coming home to give you that playoff ass whoop in Detroit. Stafford, Detroit, and playoffs all in the same sentence? That can only possibly end in him taking a wild card loss. Isn't that kind of also a roast on you? Yeah, I guess it kind of is, isn't it? And lastly, the 4 seed Buccaneers are taking on the 5 seed Eagles. Dude, Philly, what the f*** happened to you guys? Shut up. I don't want to hear it. The regular season is over. The playoffs are going to be different. You've got the stench of death on you, bro. Forget the brotherly shove. You got the Liberty smell. I mean, we have no business winning a playoff game, yet I still think we're gonna. You are not. There is no way we lose this week. You've been saying that sentence a lot lately. What a relief it'll be next week when you losers don't have a game to worry about. Oh, good. You'll have somebody to keep you company, Mr. Playoff Choker. Haven't we already gone over your playoff choking resume, cheese boy? Oh, what would you know about the playoffs, Lions? Your last postseason game was broadcast in black and white. Niners, since you are the leader here, do you mind saying something to the rest of them to settle this down? Yeah, sure, okay. Hey, Rams. Yeah? Go f*** yourself. That is not what I meant. NFL Super Wildcard Weekend is here. Are we still on to watch the game on Monday? Absolutely. ESPN will be the only thing on my television all day on Monday. I cannot wait to see the Tampa Bay Buccaneers get the win over the Philadelphia Eagles. Whoa, the weirdest thing just happened. It almost sounded like you said the Buccaneers were going to beat the Eagles. Good. I'm glad it sounded like that because that's exactly what I said. Are you outside of your mind? The Eagles are 100% getting the W. Not if Baker Mayfield has anything to say about it. Really? Really? Because Jalen Hurts would surely have to disagree. Don't forget Tampa also has Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Antoine Winfield Jr., Tristan Wirfs. I've got until Monday. I can keep going. DeAndre Swift, A.J. Brown, Darius Slay, and there's another guy who's pretty good. Maybe you've heard of him, Jason Kelsey. You aren't even prepared to watch all of the field goals Chase McLaughlin's going to kick on Monday night. We're talking about kickers? We're talking about kickers, man. We've got Jake Elliott on the roster, and you want to bring up kickers. I can still come over to watch the game though, right? Of course. Just don't be late. I'm ordering wings. Ooh! -4 degrees, -30-degree wind chill here in Arrowhead. Welcome to your own personal hell, Dolphins. There's no way hell is this miserable. Don't worry. You'll get to spend the rest of the postseason from your cozy, comfy couches in Miami. Believe me, we can't wait to get back to Miami. We're not leaving here without the W. Dolphins don't swim well in snow, so I'm afraid you're going to be pretty disappointed. We get the ball first, and Patrick Mahomes ends our opening drive with a touchdown pass to Rashee Rice, and we force you to punt. We also force a 3-and-out, so now we get the ball back. Tua Tagovailoa is intercepted. He's just not used to this kind of weather. Really, I would have never guessed he didn't grow up with any snowstorms or freezing temperatures in Honolulu, Hawaii. Shut the oh, forget it. We kick a field goal. We get on the board with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. I knew we could score. Obviously, Tyreek can play in cold weather. He was here for 6 seasons, but his replacement is having more success tonight after playoff Pat throws another TD to Rice. Illegal block in the back by Jawan Taylor. You'll have to settle for a field goal. We do, but you turn over on downs. But you have to punt. As do you, and we add another field goal going into halftime. Any chance it's going to warm up in the second half? No. The temperature has actually dropped 4 degrees since kickoff. And you're telling me people actually live here? Willingly? Yep, probably because the football team is so damn good. Harrison Butker comes out and kicks another field goal. We force you to punt. We cruise down to the red zone. A direct snap to Isaiah Pacheco results in another touchdown. Okay, this is it. Backs against the wall. Must be a cold wall. It's a cold-ass wall. But if we want any shot at the Super Bowl, we got to start putting together some scoring drives right now. You turn it over on 4th down. But you punt, we've got another shot. And once again, you turn it over on 4th. Clyde Edwards-Helaire fumbles, we recover. Does that help us any? No, it does not. 4 plays later is the end of the 4th quarter, and we move on to the divisional round. Chiefs, we've got 2 questions. Number 1. Did we even have a shot? No, not really. The elements were far from your favor, but it was entertaining watching you try. Understood. And number 2, how long will it take us to warm back up? Not that long. You should feel back to normal by Thursday morning, probably. We are never coming back here again. Don't get too comfortable, Packers, because your first playoff run without Aaron Rodgers is going to last about as long as his first season with the Jets. I think this is the most confident we have ever seen you, which means this can only possibly end in your catastrophic demise. Nope, not this year. We will win this game and the next one and the next one, then the next one, because this is our... Go ahead, spit it out. No, that's okay. I don't want to jinx it. You got 75% of it out. I'm sure that will still jinx you. We score the first point of the game with an Aaron Jones touchdown on the opening drive. Congrats. We let you get one. Now it's time for the real stars to shine in this game. Dak Prescott is intercepted by Jair Alexander. Jones adds another rushing score, followed by a Jordan Love 20-yard touchdown pass to Dontavian Wicks. But you fail your PAT. You feel that? The momentum is now shifting. Dak is picked off again, this time by Darnell Savage, who returns it 64 yards for the pick 6. I think the momentum just shifted further from your direction. Dak throws a touchdown pass to Jake Ferguson to end the first half, and we kick a field goal to start the second. Aaron Jones rocks the double 3 on his jersey, so it's only fitting he gets into the end zone for his 3rd touchdown of the day. Jones isn't the only one getting scoring runs. Tony Pollard finds his way into the end zone. You missed the extra point, though, and the Love Machine is still going and scoring with a pass to Luke Musgrave for a 38-yard tutty. Plus, you go forward on 4th down and turn the ball over, and J-Lo scores again with a pass to Romeo Dobbs. Dak connects with Fergie for another TD, and Rico Dowdle gets the 2-point conversion. We force a punt and do the same thing again with a Prescott to Ferguson score, and the QB run 2-pointer force another punt, so we get the ball back down 2 scores with 2 minutes left to play. Oh, you thought we were still playing? Once we scored 48, we started game planning for the Niners next week. What? Yeah, you turn over on downs and we just have to kneel it out once. But hey, good effort there at the end. So much for the history-making performance we hope to have. What are you talking about? You did make history, Cowboys. We did? You are the first team to ever lose to a 7 seed in the NFL playoffs. On second thought, history is overrated and we don't want to be a part of it.
What better way to get our first playoff win in 32 years than over the quarterback who could never get us past the wild card round?
Stafford wasn't the problem here, pal. He won a ring instantly after leaving this disastrous city and organization.
If I were you, I wouldn't make another comment like that, because this team is well trained by Dan Campbell to bite kneecaps.
I'm just saying, you might be the higher seed, but only one of us actually has some playoff experience. You're gonna get outclassed.
Do you know how much Eminem we've been listening to before this game? Do you know how fucking pumped we are?
I get it. You guys are happy to have a sliver of relevancy for the first time in 3 decades, but tonight will be another reminder that the Detroit Lions will always be losers.
Losers.
That's it. We're kicking your ass. David Montgomery gets us on the board first with a rushing touchdown. And we kick a field goal.
Jameer Gibbs also finds the end zone on a touchdown run.
Matthew Stafford to Puka Nacua for a 50-yard touchdown. Remember what it was like to have an awesome QB like this, Lions?
We've got Jared Goff.
Yeah, we did before too. And we thought the only deserving punishment for his poor play was shipping him off to rotten Detroit.
Dan Skipper is reporting as eligible. I repeat, Dan Skipper is eligible, not Taylor Decker. Dan Skipper.
Why are you making such a big deal about that?
Trust me, we have to. Goff to Sam Laporta on a 4th down TD. Stafford throws to Tutu Atwell for a 38-yard score. Michael Badgley comes out to kick the 54-yard field goal. Brett Maher kicks back-to-back field goals, bringing us within 1 before we force you to punt. Our defense makes a stand, forcing a 3-and-out and a punt. We get a few first downs, so now we can line up in victory formation, and for the first time in 32 long, painful, horrendous, excruciating, insufferable, intolerable, undesirable years, the Detroit Lions have won a fucking playoff game!
I tuned out. You got a little long-winded there. And with this win, we want to say a special thank you to Matthew Stafford. We'll tell him. It makes sense for you to thank him for all he put up with in his 12 seasons here. Actually, we wanted to thank him for giving up on us, requesting a trade, and leading us to a quarterback that was much hungrier to push towards success. Yeah, on second thought, probably won't tell him that. Congratulations. If you're here, that means you made it past the wild card round, and now it's time to get the divisional round set. First up on Saturday, the Houston Texans, fresh off their big win against the Browns, travel to Baltimore to take on the Ravens.
Considering our opponent this week and how the game against Joe Flacco went, we've nicknamed this playoff run the Make Great Ravens Quarterbacks Look Like Tour.
Catchy.
Take it easy, Texans. You've got plenty of talent, but you're still a pretty young and inexperienced team. Really? Doesn't CJ Stroud already have as many career playoff wins as Lamar Jackson? Holy crap, I think you broke him.
That's okay, Ravens. You can choke now. Just try not to this weekend. Next up on Saturday night, the San Francisco 49ers host the Green Bay Packers.
Can I just say how ecstatic we were watching you embarrass the Cowboys last week? Thanks. There's just something so thrilling about coming into the playoffs as a 7 seed, going to play one of the top seeds in their own stadium, and completely humiliating them. This week should be fun. Wait a minute, you don't mean... No, of course not. Niners, of course not. Of course not. All right, they're creeping me out.
Moving over to Sunday, the first game up is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers sailing to Detroit to face the Lions.
Dude, you guys won your first playoff game in 32 years. Yes, we did. Isn't it kind of pathetic that it took that long? Yeah, I guess it is, jackass, but we weren't really focusing on that part. I mean, until this year, we had won an NFC North title more recently than you. NFC North. We're from Florida. Yeah, we got it. Do you really have to be so obnoxious? Didn't you hear what we said? We are from Florida.
And closing out the divisional round on Sunday night, the Buffalo Bills host the Kansas City Chiefs.
Finally a year where I know we will beat you in the playoffs.
Bills, come on. You never beat us in the playoffs.
But that's always at Arrowhead. You're coming to Buffalo now. We'll see how good Patrick Mahomes really is in his first road playoff game.
That's not true. Mahomes has won 2 playoff games away from Arrowhead. Super Bowl 54 and 57.
What about 55?
We don't talk about 55.
Well, next week we'll be talking plenty about the win we get over you.
You know what? I think this went well. All of these conversations stayed pretty contained and didn't ascend into madness.
Hey, Bills, guess what? 13 seconds? Oh, come on. Get some new material. You actually have to do something new for them to have new material. It's funny that you mentioned that, because that game happened more recently than your last playoff win. Ugh, stop doing that!
At least the Niners don't have to worry this week, do you, Niners?
Okay, you fucking freak show, what's your angle? 32 years, over 3 decades. I mean, how is it even possible to suck for that long?
I don't know. Ask your mother. I'm sure she's an expert. Now things have gone too far. See, I told you the Buccaneers were going to beat the Eagles. Congratulations, you were right about something for the first time in your entire life.
Oh no, not just once.
Because the divisional round starts this weekend, and you already know the Houston Texans are going to get the W over the Baltimore Ravens. How can one person truly possess so many bad takes? Only one team can get the win this Saturday on ESPN, and that is the Baltimore Ravens.
Did you watch CJ Stroud's playoff debut? The rookie is ready to throw 3 more touchdowns this weekend.
Lamar Jackson is the MVP favorite. He's been elite all season. Plus, the Ravens are well rested coming off the first round bye.
The Texans don't need rest. The momentum from last week's win is still going, and it's going to be unstoppable.
Are you sure about that? Because the Baltimore defense is going to be on their A game this weekend.
Are you insinuating the Houston defense won't be?
I didn't even say that. Yet another thing that you're wrong about.
I don't even know why I'm friends with you.
Oh, trust me, the feeling is most certainly mutual. All we ever do is argue about football.
We watching the game together again on Saturday?
Obviously, good buddy. Come over an hour early so we can argue a little more before kickoff.
Better make it an hour and a half. Now that our bye week is over, we just have 4 more quarters until we're playing in our 3rd straight NFC championship.
Yeah, I bet you will. It'd be a shame if this week went just like last week against the Cowboys.
Stop acting like a weirdo. If you have something to say to us, you say it right now.
Fine.
You, we're gonna win today. Thank you for being honest. However, you are painfully incorrect because we are not losing a no damn 7th seed. Cowboys thought the same thing, but boy were they wrong. And just like last week, we want the ball first so we can score first with an Anders Carlson field goal. Believe me, Cheese Brain, your team is not Gouda enough to win this game. Really? Is that why we force you to punt? You turn over on downs and Brock Purdy throws to George Kittle for the 32-yard touchdown to take the lead. We cut your lead to 1 with another field goal. The lead will go right back up after Jake Moody kicks one for us. We blocked it. Doesn't matter. The half is over and we get the ball to start the second. But you punt and Jordan Love throws a 19-yard touchdown pass to Bo Melton to give us the lead back. Not so fast, buddy. Christian McCaffrey breaks loose in a 39-yard scoring run. We're back up by 1. Love answers that with a touchdown pass to Tucker Kraft and a throw to Aaron Jones with a 2-point conversion before we force a punt. Love is intercepted by Dre Greenlaw and Moody cuts at your lead with a 52-yard field goal. Greenlaw is pretty good. We'll have to watch out for him. But for now, you'll have to watch us experience the blessing of adding to our lead with a field goal. He missed it! Damn it! I mean, I know he's a rookie, so we're trying not to be so hard on him, but it's not like we're asking him to make his kicks and solve quantum physics at the same time. We just ask that he makes the damn kick. And that miss is really going to haunt you because CMC finds his way back into the end zone, taking the 24-21 lead with 1:07 left in the game. All right, the Love Machine still has some gas in it. This is the opportunity to really start his legacy as the next great Packer quarterback. We just need him to get us down the field with good throws and smart decision making. Love throws across his body to the middle of the field on 1st down and is intercepted by Greenlaw again. That wasn't a good throw or a smart decision. No, it was not, but it seals the win for us. We're going back to the NFC Championship. Usually I'd be pretty pissed, but honestly, we weren't supposed to make it this far, so I'm kind of proud. If it makes you feel any better, you did lose to the team that is going on to win the Super Bowl. Right. You said this will be your 3rd straight NFC title game? Yep, and our 4th in 5 years. And how many times did you actually win? Well, just once. But when you did win the NFC, you won the Super Bowl too, right? No. Yeah, that's what I thought. Don't worry, we'll keep a spot on the couch warm for you, just in case. Man, Aaron Rodgers is gone and you're still such an asshole. I know this is an unfamiliar setting for you Chiefs, but this is what you can call a road playoff game.
Yeah, I see. It is much crappier than Arrowhead.
You're going to have all sorts of new experiences this postseason, like watching the AFC Championship next week after we beat you tonight.
Bills, there's only 3 guarantees in life. Death, taxes, and Josh Allen losing to Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs.
Oh, we'll see about that. We get on the board first with a Tyler Bass field goal in the opening drive.
And we had a Harrison Butker field goal to tie it up.
Josh Allen puts us back ahead after he scrambles into the end zone for a touchdown.
We kick another field goal, force a punt, and add a lead-claiming touchdown by the GOATs, Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce.
Allen finds his way back into the end zone to reclaim the lead before half.
Mahomes to Kelce again for another TD, taking the lead back and officially giving them all-time the most postseason touchdowns by a quarterback and a tight end.
Like anyone gives a shit. Josh throws to Khalil Shakir for the TD. We're back up by 4.
Isaiah Pacheco runs across the goal line to take the lead back again, and we force you to punt.
Yeah, we will punt. Or will we? Fake punt to Damar Hamlin from our own 30.
That did not work. Why on earth would you do that?
It works with the Lions sometimes. I don't know.
Now we've got short field, and we get even closer after McCole Hardman gets us to the goal line.
Actually, he fumbles out of the end zone, so that's a turnover and a touchback. Biatch.
Doesn't matter. We still make you punt. Or are you going to do another really stupid fake?
No, we really punt this time, and so do you. So we get the ball back, and we drive down to the 26 and bring Bass back out for the game-tying field goal.
Wide right. He missed it.
It was the wind. The wind blew it.
Okay, that doesn't change the fact that it still didn't go through.
Okay, our defense can still make a stop and get us the ball back.
But they can't, though. They really can't. We kneel it out, and we are going to our 6th straight AFC Championship game. Honestly, y'all. I'm so tired of seeing you win all the time. You can't give somebody else a chance for once, you selfish jag. It's almost as bad as Brady and the Patriots at this point. I'm so tired of seeing you in the conference title game over and over and over again. It's so repetitive. It's the same thing every single year. And now we get an extra week of football television broadcast focusing on Taylor frickin' Swift. I mean, sure, she has some pretty good songs, but this is about football, damn it. Oh, and another thing.
Down to our last 4 teams, so let's ink out the conference championship matchups. First up on Sunday afternoon in the AFC Championship, the Kansas City Chiefs travel to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. A down year for the Chiefs is still an AFC title game appearance. That's truly impressive. But it is still a down year, so we whooping that ass. Settle down, Ravens. Don't let your first divisional win in over a decade get to your head. We're not really worried about the last decade. We're focused on right now, because right now we have the MVP favorite leading our offense and the #1 ranked defense in the league. Patrick Mahomes is 6-0 against #1 ranked defenses. That is not the advantage you think it is. Again, all you do is bring up things that happened in the past while we're focused on the present and the future. It's kind of hard not to when your resume looks like ours. I mean, Lamar has as many career playoff wins as Mahomes has Super Bowl wins. Get your lips off Pat's ass for 1 second. It's not only about quarterbacks. Okay, fine. Pick another position. Mark Andrews and Travis Kelce. Yep, it's still true. You guys just aren't on our level yet. All right, settle down, you two. Save some for the game. Sunday night in the NFC Championship, the San Francisco 49ers host the Detroit Lions. I'm honestly so glad Detroit made it this far, because the inevitable catastrophic downfall on a stage this big is going to be monumental. You better not put your foot in your mouth, because we'd rather rip off your leg, separate the foot, and put it in your mouth for you. Another Dan Campbellism, I presume? He's just got such an elegant way of describing graphic violence. Well, I hope he has an elegant way of explaining to you that your Cinderella run is about to come to an end. Please, the only Cinderella run ending on Sunday is Brock Purdy's. I saw him looking like a fraud against Green Bay. He led the game-winning drive after looking like a double dose of cheeks all game, and don't act like your offense isn't designed so a blindfolded chimpanzee with dyslexia could lead a game-winning drive. I bet Jared Goff couldn't do it. Watch it, buddy. Do not say another bad word about Goffzilla or else. Or else what? Or else we're gonna... And then we're gonna do it again. Holy crap. Can someone do something about this?
I mean, technically, I probably should. But I'm going to have to change my pants first.
Hey, Ravens, you heard everything the Lions said to the Niners? Yeah? That's what we're going to do to you on Sunday. Oh, you son of a bitch! This is easily my least favorite part of my job. This week, we are putting the entire country on our back and becoming the AFC champions to protect every NFL fan in the United States of America from having to suffer through another year of the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl and prevent the biggest game of the year from being focused on a pop star with a few good songs. Taylor's next big hit about heartbreak is going to be about this game, because tonight we are America's team. Why don't you call up Dallas and ask them how well America's team typically does in the playoffs? That doesn't matter. With the MVP leading our offense and the league's best defense of the last decade, we will win this game. You're forgetting 2 things. Patrick Mahomes and Travis motherfucking Kelce. We didn't forget. We just know that they're not going to do jack shit today. How ironic that you say that, because our defense starts the game forcing a 3-and-out, and we get on the board first after Pat throws to Trav for a 19-yard TD. Lamar Jackson finds Zay Flowers with a 30-yard pass into the end zone. We move back down to the red zone, and Isaiah Pacheco takes the handoff across the goal line. Now that we got the ball back, we'll tie it up with another touchdown. Charles Omenihu sacks Lamar and forces the fumble recovered by George Karlaftis. You go forward on 4th and 1, can't convert, so we get the ball back and Lamar completes a pass to himself. We still force a punt, but you punt too. But we'll still be the ones to get the next points after Rashee Rice takes a short reception 33 yards to the crib. Nullify that holding on Trey Smith. We still add to our lead after Harrison Butker kicks a 52-yard field goal before halftime, and we get the ball to start the second. But we force a quick 3 and out, and I hope you're ready, Chiefs. Actually, no. I hope you're not ready. You know what? It really doesn't matter if you're ready, because we're fully stocked up on cans of whoop ass, and we're going to release them all on you in the second half.
Oh, wow. We're so worried. Would you mind telling us how your possession ends?
We punt.
Shocker.
Well, Lamar still connects with Flowers on a big 54-yard gain that L'Jarius Sneed's sorry ass wishes he could cover.
That's going to be a penalty for taunting.
Who cares? Because Flowers catches another ball and takes it right towards the end zone. Sneed punches it out at the goal line, recovered by Trent McDuffie for a touchback. Damn it. Well, we force another punt, so we get another shot to catch back up, and Lamar will take it with a pass to Isaiah Likely in the end zone. Intercepted by Deion Bush. Damn it, damn it, damn it.
He threw into triple coverage, and you really expected a different result?
We still force a punt, and we kick a field goal. We're down by 7. We use our timeouts to preserve the clock. It's now 3rd and 9. If we can just force an incompletion, we can put together a perfect 2-minute drill and tie this game up. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 22-yard reception to ice it. We're going back to the Super Bowl. You gotta be f***ing kidding me. This is supposed to be a down year for you. It was a down year for you. You're not supposed to be back in the damn Super Bowl again.
Last season was a rebuilding year, and this season was a down year. So I can't wait to see what it looks like when we're actually good.
I just can't believe it. This doesn't make any sense. This was supposed to be our year.
Now you really sound like America's team.
We are just one win away from going to our 8th Super Bowl in franchise history. You are so freaking spoiled. Guess how many Super Bowls we've been to in our team's entire history? Go ahead and guess.
I mean, we already know the answer.
It's 0. 0. Not a single Super Bowl appearance ever, but that ends today because we are better than ever, we are hungrier than ever, and we will be the NFC champion.
No offense, Lions, but this is a big moment for you, and you guys aren't really used to big moments. I think you're going to crash pretty hard.
Oh, I bet we don't. We get the ball first and we flip it to Jamison Williams, who takes it 42 yards in for the touchdown.
We aren't able to tie it up right now, but we will cut at your lead with a field goal.
You won't be able to do that either because you miss it and David Montgomery runs in a goal line score.
Things are about to start turning around. Christian McCaffrey gets in for the TD and our defense forces a punt.
Brock Purdy is intercepted by Malcolm Rodriguez and Jahmyr Gibbs runs in a 15-yard TD. We force a punt and kick a field goal. We're going to the Super Bowl.
It's halftime, dumbass.
Yeah, but we're up 17 points at half. We're obviously going to win this game.
I'm sure we'll find a way to take it, and I'm even more sure that you'll find a way to choke it. We kick a field goal to start the second half.
We get to 4th down at your 28-yard line, so we could kick a field goal.
That would make sense.
But we're going to go for it. You can't convert and turn the ball over. Brandon Ayuk gets a 51-yard catch off your defender's face mask, and he catches another pass in the end zone for a touchdown. It's fine. We're still up, and I'm sure we'll add to it on this drive. Gibbs fumbles, recovered by Eric Armstead. CMC gets in for another touchdown, tying up the game.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit is right, because it won't be tied up for too long. We kick a field goal and take the lead. Joke's on you. We get to 4th down at your 30-yard line. A field goal would tie it up.
Yes, it would. But we're going to go for it anyway.
Of course you are, but you don't convert, and Eli Mitchell scores to add to our lead.
We'll cut at your lead after Jared Goff throws to Williams for a touchdown with 56 seconds left. I wonder how ballsy it would be to not onside kick.
Dude, you're going to have to onside kick.
Fine, we onside kick.
It's recovered by George Kittle. We kneel it out, and we're going back to the Super Bowl to face the Chiefs.
I can't help but feel like we severely f***ed that up.
That's a bit of an understatement. That was a generational screw-up. You gambled and lost a 17-point halftime lead in the conference title game. I bet you'll never do that again.
I'll take that bet.
I think you might have a gambling problem.
Psh, bet you $5 I don't. I know you guys aren't really big football fans, but I thought I would still invite you all over to watch the Super Bowl. Where's Taylor Swift?
Please don't start.
You think I'm not a big football fan? I know football. John Elway is one of my favorites. Is he playing? No, he's been retired for 25 years. I don't know why we're wasting our time watching. They picked the winner months ago. This whole thing is scripted. Oh, no, not this again. You wouldn't stop talking about this at my nephew's baptism. Do you think Usher is going to perform covers of Taylor's songs during the halftime show? No, he's Usher. He's going to do Usher songs. Wait a minute.
minute. The 49ers are playing? Do you think Jerry Rice is going to have a good game?
No, he has also been retired for 2 decades.
You guys should honestly read the stuff I found about the NFL on Reddit.
Nobody wants to read that.
Will Taylor get a championship ring if the Chiefs win? I mean, they probably wouldn't be here without her.
Why would she get a ring? She doesn't play. She's not actually on the team.
Tom Brady. I know he's got to still be playing.
This is literally the first season since 2000 that he isn't.
I actually agree with the Swiftie. The Chiefs wouldn't be here without Taylor Swift.
Thank you.
At least somebody respects her talent. Her relationship with Travis Kelce is just a giant publicity stunt. And the Chiefs being put in the Super Bowl is just to further distract us from the evil inner workings of the federal government.
What the hell are you even talking about?
That last name, Kelce. There was a guy with that name on the Eagles. Jason, does he still play?
He also just retired.
Did he really? Well, maybe. I don't know. He hasn't made up his mind. Did you know Taylor's favorite number is 13? And if you subtract 13 from 100, you get 87, Taylor's boyfriend's jersey number. And this is Super Bowl 58. 5 plus 8 equals 13. Played on February 11th. 2/11. 2 plus 11 is 13.
Evidence. That is evidence. That is absolutely evidence.
You guys suck. You guys suck, and you have all ruined this for me. I'm going to go out on a limb and assume Jim Thorpe probably isn't playing either. Can you guys shut up? I'm just trying to watch the commercials.
Super Bowl 58 in Las Vegas, the rematch to right our wrongs from 4 years ago, and finally beat you for the Lombardi Trophy, Chiefs.
You know, we play in the stadium every year, and we've never lost here, so I feel like it's safe to call it our house, and the first thing you should learn about Vegas is the house always wins.
Nuh-uh, not this time. I don't know how you made it this far, but you are worse this season, and we're going to expose that. And no better time to start than now, because we get the ball first.
Leo Chanel forces Christian McCaffrey to fumble, recovered by George Karlaftis.
We still score first with a Jake Moody 55-yard field goal, the new record for the longest field goal in Super Bowl history.
Patrick Mahomes connects with McCole Hardman for a huge 52-yard gain, getting us to the red zone.
But Isaiah Pacheco fumbles, Javon Hargrave recovers, and how about a toss to Jawan Jennings, who throws the trick play touchdown pass to McCaffrey?
We kick a field goal going into halftime, and you know Usher is about to have a kick-ass halftime show.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, we get the ball to start the second half.
Jair Brown picks off Mahomes,
but you get no points from it, and Harrison Butker kicks a 57-yard field goal,
which is the new record for the longest Super Bowl field goal ever.
What the hell? Moody only held the record for like 45 minutes. Sucks to suck, I guess.
Well, we still force you to punt.
The punt bounces off a blocker. We recover at the 16, and Mahomes passes to Marquez Valdez-Scantling for the lead-claiming touchdown.
You won't have that lead for long because Jawan Jennings is making his case for Super Bowl MVP, scoring another touchdown with a catch from Brock Purdy.
But you won't get all your points. Chanel blocks the PAT, and we tie up the score with a field goal.
Moody hits a 53-yarder to take the lead inside of 2 minutes.
Butker matches that with a 29-yarder, tying this game back up. We're going into overtime, and as our founding fathers once said, this shit's about to get real.
We win the toss, and we want the ball so we can drive down the field and kick a field goal.
Why did you do that?
Why did we do what?
You won the toss, took the ball, and settled for 3.
Yeah, so?
So that was a terrible decision, because now we've got the chance to drive down the field and score a touchdown to win the game.
Oh. But it's not like you're actually going to.
Mahomes to Hardman in the end zone. We are back-to-back Super Bowl champions.
Son of a bitch. I think I'm going to get sick.
It would make me sick if I was you too, Niners, because I would hate to be anyone but us right now.
This is a down year for you. Winning the Super Bowl is a down year for you. I hate you so much, Chiefs.
Don't hate us just because you tried to play Go Fish at the high-stakes poker table. Hey, Alexa, bump some shit by my homie T Swift, would ya?